Let's go.
From the fielder. Yeah. From the field to the court to the ring. We go.
Talking smack with a hard bass flow.
Yeah.
Talking smack with a hard bass flow.
Yeah.
From the 305 to the roaring seas, where the heat blaze and the Dolphins breeze. Panthers claw through ice so cold, hurricane storm, legends unfold. This is Sean and Adrian's grind. Unfiltered takes one of a kind. South Florida Sports Unfiltered. Raw and real, no filter. From the field to the court to the ring we go. Talking smack with a hard bass flow.
Yeah.
Talking smack with a hard bass flow. Tackles fly and the touchdowns roar. Buzzer beaters leave you wanting more. Hockey sticks clash, hurricanes spin. Every game's a battle, every fight's a win. Stanley media's fire, rainy days rain. Mix it all up and crank up the game. Talking sports to hit like a hurricane. South Florida reppin', nothing's the same. South Florida Sports Unfiltered. Raw and real, no filter. From the field to the court to the ring go. Talking smack with a hard bass flow.
Yeah.
Talking smack with a hard bass flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, South Florida, were you in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, the Palm Beaches, man? Welcome to South Florida Sports Unfiltered. We are your hosts. I am Adrian with the Rainey Day Pod. This is the great Sean Stanley with Stanley Media House Network, man. And we're here to talk South Florida sports. And if you know our shows, hey, we're going to give it to you raw. That's it. Man, great Sean Stanley. How we doing today, brother? Debut episode. You ready for this?
It is a debut episode, and I'm talking sports. Not wrestling, not NASCAR.
Let's go.
We talking sports, baby.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, you don't really get to do it that often. You don't really get to do it that
But
often.
the thing is, too, is like, just so everybody understands, this is only on Saturday this week. We will be on Fridays.
Yes, sir.
Fridays
Every
at 7
Friday
p
night.
is when the plan is. But I had some plans. To me, Papa turned the big, what would he be? Sainte, I believe it is, if that's correct. And so we had to celebrate him last night. So it's tonight. And ultimately, though, every Friday, 7 p. Me and Adrian going to chop it up, talking some sports.
Damn right, man.
And also, Sammy, another grand slam on that intro,
What?
buddy. Grand slam.
What? Hey, Sammy is the GOAT on those
He is.
intros.
Yes.
The GOAT by far. And I see Stoney Stanley in there in the chat, man. Happy belated birthday, man. Hope you had fun. I hope y'all had a good time, really.
Yeah.
Sammy in the chat, no doubt. Just two dudes duding it up.
Dude,
That's what I'm talking about.
baby.
Yeah, man. Canes game just ended. We're going to be talking all South Florida sports, but Canes game just ended, so we're going to jump right into that. Sean.
Yeah.
They played well today. Maybe not that first half.
Yeah, but I mean, again, it's what always has bit them in the ass, right? It's the inconsistency. It's the you come out looking like you're asleep at 3:30 in the afternoon, and you let Syracuse in the game and hang around. Ultimately, of course, talent overrides because whether you want to say it or not, the more talented team is the Miami Hurricanes. Not everybody's got the same talent. I'm sorry to tell you, Mario. But, you know, they did overpower. But at the same time, in the first half, the offense scored as many points as the defense.
Yeah, man. And I would say this is what you're supposed to do.
Good call, Adrian.
This is what you're supposed to do against a team like this, for sure.
Yes.
Those losses, man, they were bad losses. I mean, and I don't know how you get into the playoffs after this, but I mean,
No,
it, you have a chance. You have a chance if some other teams, you know, just completely self-destruct, pretty much.
yeah, they have to self-destruct, and
Louisville and
you got to look
SMU.
better though too. You've got to look better than this.
Yeah,
I mean, I get the second half. Everybody's going to look at it and be like 38-10, and they only scored when we put the backups in, and the defense had no issues. But the
yeah,
offense, I mean, the first touchdown was a throwback to the quarterback. You had to do a trick play against Syracuse to score the first points of the game. I mean, what are we doing? This is everything about Mario is he's conservative and this and that. And look, man, that line is great, but it doesn't feel like they have a great running game, but more of it is because of the power of the running backs. It's not necessarily the linemen blowing everybody off. As you get deeper in the game and they get tired, but at the beginning, it seems to me some defensive lines are figuring out how to get around this offensive line. You saw it with Beck getting hammered. I thought the offensive line was mad at Beck. They're just letting guys go in like, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Go get our guy. Go get that guy. And then it all fell into place in the second half. But man, there's just something missing still, man. Something missing.
there is, man, and you could see Beck, man. He get a little shaky when he gets pressure. I mean, the 9 picks.
Yeah.
Was it 10? Did he get one today?
I believe he threw one earlier, yeah. Or did they
Yeah, so
drop it?
10
No, I think he threw one and
that
then
was
one was
dropped,
dropped.
yeah.
I believe there was two that he could have had today.
Oof. So, I mean, but the defense did what they're supposed to do. Offense, you scored points. We did get a pick six. Shout out Keontae Scott, who I was raving about last week. The dude is probably the MVP of the defense, other than Ruben Bain, obviously, but probably the MVP of the defense,
Yeah.
just balling out back there. Does everything, just
What a,
absolutely everything from the nickel spot. So
yeah, what a change on defense, man, for this. And I know Corey Heatherman runs a different defense. They brought in a couple guys, transfer portal. They have a couple guys moving up and making plays this year that maybe didn't. But just overall, man, that defense as a whole, so much better than, again, last year. And this kind of goes with Mario in a way. Mario opens it up. Why? Because he has to, because the defense gives up more points than he had to. So you had to be wide open to 41-40, 41-34, 41. You know, it was always that type of game. This year, I feel like with the way the defense plays, Mario feels, hey, we score 17-20, we can win the games by thing. But in college football, man,
that's not what you want to do.
It's not the NFL, man. It's not. You get a couple big plays, all of a sudden you're looking down the barrel, and then they've got momentum on the other side, and you fall into the trap they fell into with these two losses.
Yeah, I completely agree. College football, you got to run it up. You got to run it up.
Yeah,
Don't stop running it up.
Nope.
You'll
Foot on
see
the
60,
gas and don't stop.
66 games in college. It's crazy. You don't ever want to stop, man. So defense aside, I mean, your offense got to keep scoring, and that was really our problem in the losses was the offense. So
Yeah, no, 100%. And then inconsistencies. It's the bad passes. It's the interception. It's the receivers running the wrong route. It's false starts. It's you know, dumb penalty. Again, I don't want to say, because I thought it was a bad call on the roughing the passer at the end, but at the same time, you don't put yourself in that position. One, Mario shouldn't have called the timeout. And two, I get the noise was loud and this and that, but everybody else is pulling up. He didn't. So, you know, you put yourself in that position to allow the refs to take one from you.
Yeah. I mean, with this one, it looked good. This one looked good for the second half, at least.
Depending on what they look at in the room with the voters, yeah, you could go both ways on this game. You could be like, oof, they're still inconsistent, or hey, they might have something here.
How do you see it?
Like, again, they're missing Fletcher. They're missing, you know, CJ Daniels. You're missing a lot of weapons on offense. But again, to me, it didn't move the needle either way. To me, it didn't lower them. But it also, to me, didn't raise them because there's still all those questions.
Yeah,
about when
they
they're
might
getting
move up.
punched in the face by a good team. Can they
Exactly.
come back? Because they haven't when the other team. I mean, they ultimately they
Not
haven't by
not good team.
meaning they haven't won the game. They've come back because they were down by more and could possibly put themselves in position. But again, see, it feels like when they get punched in the face, they take on the Carson Beck. You saw Carson Beck at the beginning of this game. Dude's frustrated.
Yeah.
Not even a quarter into the game.
Did not
Like,
look good.
what is
yeah.
going on? Like, well, sit down, talk to the players. Let's figure out what the issue is. Are you reading the wrong things? Are you reading something on defense that the receiver's not? Like let's make some decisions here and figure out where the blame lays. Don't just show up in a press conference and start blaming everybody for going the wrong way.
I'm really like, just sticking with the offense here. I'm really like upset about the run game in the past few games. It hasn't been what it was the first few games. It seems
Yeah.
like almost like we showed our hand too early, or blew our load too early, for lack of better words. Like, because the past few games, the run game hasn't really been there. And that's what's we're getting pass happy, and that's what's getting Carson Beck in all these situations. Plus the penalties and the miscommunications. You had a few today with JoJo Trader.
Yeah.
He had a couple drops,
Yep.
and then he had a miscommunication that should have been
Should have been intercepted.
a pick.
He threw it right to the guy. I mean, it ended up being a penalty too. I think they got a holding call on the DB there. But I think the problem is it's not the run game. I think it's the innovation of the run game, or the making something. They're just like a gap, run it straight up, run it straight in, run it straight in.
Well, it was working.
And if they don't, it's not your running back. They Malachi Tony on the sweeps. Like, get some of your running backs to the outside. Get that power game to the outside. I get it. These guys can run into a wall and everything else, but why make them when you can spread it out a little bit? And your center, and we have Manny on a lot talking about this, is the center gets pushed back. That kills your run game right there in the A gap. If your center's getting pushed back, you have nobody getting pushed up. They're meeting the running back in the hole. And of course, you're not going to go anywhere. I mean, I think Manny put out a tweet earlier here, and let me see if I can find this real quick, because I tried to keep it on the top every time when I did it. He put out a tweet earlier.
Yep.
And I cannot find
Shout
it
out,
now,
no
of
doubt.
course.
That is pressure up the middle kills almost every team and almost every play, if you really
here
think
it is.
about it.
Here it goes. Miami entered the week ranked 111th among all FBS teams on rushing yards before contact. 1.43. The only top 25 team worse was Alabama at 1.32. Think about that. As much as they run the ball, they're at 1.43 when they make contact. That's a yard and a half before somebody's hitting their running back. That's not, you're not going to be able to, get a great presence on the running game if you're just running into a wall. It just doesn't make sense.
And I think they do that a lot because of the power backs that we have.
Yeah, but
like
again, it
Fletcher.
goes back to Mario. It goes to Mario being conservative.
And you don't switch it up. That was working in the beginning of the season, Sean.
Yeah, but they're playing FAMU. They're playing against Notre Dame. It worked after they started beating guys down. Yeah, but that game, Notre Dame didn't have much of an offense. The problem is when you're playing teams that are clicking on offense, Louisville jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Why?
Yeah.
Because you're running into a wall, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and all of a sudden you're down 14. Now you got to adjust, and you're starting passing the ball. So you take away the running game out of the whole, situation. And to me, I get it. You got a running game. You got an offensive line. But that offensive line apparently isn't as good in the running as you think it is.
It's an NFL offensive line, though.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what I keep hearing.
Dude, they got some big guys on there, and they're big.
But
But like, if you're just
NFL size guys.
if you're firing off and your center's getting pushed back, it doesn't matter if your guard's hitting the linebacker. If the nose tackle's already in the backfield hitting your guy, as long as he can grab, if you can get Fletcher by the ankles, he's not going to go anywhere.
Oh,
the
yeah.
problem is a lot of guys can't
Exactly.
do that because Fletcher's a beast, man.
Big, yeah, he a big guy.
He's been that way since Little League. I watched him run in Little League. I was calling his games when he was plantation. And dude was a beast then. And he's only gotten better as he's put on size and everything else, man. I mean, he's just a natural running back.
Yeah. We'll go into some of the stats. Carson Beck, 18 at 24, 247 and a touchdown. No interceptions. Malachi
So
Tony
that
one
must
for
have been the drop then. Okay. All right.
Yeah. It was a drop and then a penalty. So he should have thrown two, but penalty and a drop. Malachi Tony, of course, with the touchdown to Carson Beck. That was wild.
Yeah.
First touchdown. We rushed for 32 times for 124, 3.9 average, 2 touchdowns. So
Yeah. Not terrible, but again, you would think with that line, you would have more rushing, like yards per average, but it's not, man. 3.9.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And teams are focusing on Malachi Tony a lot now too, especially with CJ Daniels out.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not really getting. He had 2 catches today for 12 yards.
Yeah.
So
no, they have eliminated him. They're probably doing. I didn't see what the defense was doing, but I got to believe they're probably doing something similar to what another franchise down here gets done to them, and they blanket them and take them out of the game.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you? That dynamic of a player.
Yep.
I mean, Keelan Marion did have 3 catches for 116 yards and a touchdown. So
because all the focus is on Malachi
somebody
Tony.
benefit.
Yeah.
Exactly. Somebody benefited.
What was Trader? How did he end up for this?
Three catches, 19 yards.
Yeah, just
defense though. I mean, they showed out today. 7 sacks. That was beautiful. 7 sacks, and then of course the pick from Keontae Scott.
They took advantage of the young quarterback. They took advantage of that young quarterback and did things and
No doubt. He got PTSD of Malachi Tony blasting them nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, that's where you show your hand a little bit too, to where, I mean, I get it. You want to, but now they figured out what Malachi Tony can be. And when you defense against him, you take him away.
Yeah.
Or at least Shannon Dawson hasn't figured out a way to get the ball into his hand other than the cinnamon motion and kick it out to him like the wide receiver type screen.
He said cinnamon?
Huh? Send him in.
Oh, send him in.
Come on, man. Why are you thinking food, man? Is it because I'm fat?
I mean, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is probably the only cinnamon type of thing I eat. I don't know. What is Snickerdoodle cinnamon? I don't know. But
I don't eat Snickerdoodles, man. I don't do the Snickerdoodles.
Yeah, no, they're good.
Nah. They're
good. So NC State next week should be very interesting to see what they do against them. I mean, NC State ain't no juggernaut or anything, but they're not, 5-4.
But they were the team that beat Virginia, who's sitting at 8-1 and 5-0 in the ACC right now. So
yeah,
NC State beat them, but they're not a conference opponent. They were a non-conference on the schedule this year for them. So
yeah,
but
and their quarterback is playing well.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you let them hang around, which for some reason the Hurricanes let these teams hang around, it's a team that could sit there and end up being there at the end and pulling off an upset if you let them. You got to put them away and stay all the way.
Exactly. They got a good offense, so I mean, if the defense do its job, but it seems like our offense, I can't even imagine with the defense we have this year and the way like how it's done went from night and day, the tackling and everything. We have had a few bad games, but if Cam Ward had this defense,
It would have been a different story, I think, last year. But also, I wonder this, though. If it was this defense, would Mario have opened it up as much as he did for Cam Ward and Shannon Dawson last season? Because I feel like he was pushed to do this, and this is the question that Mario can only answer, is will he allow an offense to run a college-style offense? Because he still runs the NFL-style offense where it's run, pass if you need to until you get down, and then you become pass-happy. And unfortunately, you don't have Cam Ward back there this year. You got Carson Beck, and Carson Beck makes mistakes, and it shows. He plays with emotion on his sleeve. So when it gets bad, it gets bad, and it just keeps going and going and going. So
I got a
be the
question
one
for
thing
you,
they
though.
got to control.
You think so? Shannon Dawson, you think Cam Ward covered up a lot that had to do with like his coaching and his play calling?
I don't know if he covered up a lot. I think Shannon Dawson is doing what Mario Cristobal wants him to do.
Oh, okay.
Whereas last year, the defense was, as we talked about earlier, is giving up 35, 34 points a game. You've got to open up the offense, because if not, you're not going to be in the games. So he allowed that to go, and Cam Ward, to his benefit, showed more than not that he could overcome some early mistakes and make it exciting. So Mario kind of took the handcuffs off. I feel like Mario is handcuffing, and again, maybe I'm totally wrong here, but I feel like he's handcuffing Shannon Dawson, because when you watch Shannon Dawson, you see some, hints and crumbles of, oh, that would be good. That'd be a cool, the throwback to Beck today by Malachi Tony, who was a quarterback in high school. The tackle at the end to Francis, Malinois, to give him a touchdown, the big guy touchdown at the end.
What a play. What a play.
You see little things like that, and you see, and again, I don't know how much is Mario putting the reins on it, how much is, some guys might be getting into the offense that don't know the plays or don't have the connection with Beck to where, they're going to the wrong position and Beck's throwing because the JoJo Trader play today, he threw that right to the line and Trader was coming back. I know he got held and he stumbled, but like if he would have stopped right where he was at, the ball was there, because the DB never moved and the DB caught it right in his chest. But Trader's coming back in.
Trader don't look like he on the same page with Beck.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's Beck. I don't know if that's Trader. I don't know if that's the offense. That's when you start getting into the chaos of, okay, where's the blame? Because did Beck throw it right where he was supposed to, and Trader came back in and...
Well, everybody's going to blame Beck.
Yeah, well, no, quarterbacks get all the blame no matter what. They're everywhere. I mean, it's going to be...
I've seen tweets.
But I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. Beck will throw your ass under the bus quicker than anybody. Because Beck will go in that press conference and be like, hey, I threw it where I was supposed to. Trader didn't went to the wrong way. Not my fault. Not my fault.
You talking about a couple weeks ago.
Oh, buddy just threw him right under. He wasn't...
So you trying to say Tua? No, they said he explained it several times, and then he divulged that information after he answered
he divulged
that,
it
pretty much that same question.
It, buddy. That's you keep that shit under wraps.
You eat that shit. Yeah, you eat that shit.
Yeah, we didn't make the right play. We lost the game. That's it. You know what happened. Take it back and be what you are in underneath the, hey, go back and talk to him. Be like, hey, next time don't stop the route. Keep running. I would have hit you. Okay, no problem. That don't put out there and be like, hey, okay, you asked me 3 times, so now I'm going to tell you, the tight end didn't run the right thing. It was all on that guy, not me. I threw the ball where I was supposed to.
Ask me 3 times and I'll tell you the real truth, right?
The media figured him out. Media's like, okay, if we push him, third time he's gonna drop it. They probably called the Georgia fans, the Georgia media, and was like, hey, how do we get stuff out of Beck? Just ask him a question 3 times. He crumbles. Yeah. He crumbles if you ask him more than once. All right. Cool. We'll keep on.
Turning into Tua Tagovailoa.
But Tua will eat it too, though, a lot of times, which is why people think everything is on.
Yeah.
He doesn't divulge like he's.
Tua just got to the point where he,
He's done with it. He's like, screw it. I'm done with it. Man.
Yeah.
I can't take any. It is what it is, man.
Yeah. He probably know he's dynamite. We'll get
we'll get to the Dolphins in a little bit.
But yeah.
Unfortunately.
So Hurricanes, you think just a question, and I'll answer it too. Do you think Mario Cristobal can get us to the playoffs? I'm not saying this year, I'm saying at all in general. To the playoffs, to a national championship.
Man.
Great recruiter. Great recruiter.
Yeah, but here's my question, man. If you're not winning, do the recruits still come?
Yeah.
Like what, you get your 11 games in a Pop-Tart Bowl? Like at some point, I mean, you go there hoping that, to me, I mean, and again, you're going to have Malinois go as a first rounder. You had your quarterback.
You expect to win a national championship. You come into the Hurricanes.
I would think that's what you want it to be, because that's why you're coming, because you're going to be, on every top game of the week, and you're going to get seen by the NFL scouts and this and that. But not if you're losing games to Louisville and all this. Like, that just don't make sense, man.
Yeah,
like,
but Sean, you saying that, but we haven't been even to the college football playoffs at all, and we haven't even went to the national championship.
I mean,
exactly. So that right there should deter recruits, right?
No, because I think there's still belief that Mario can do it from them, but Mario keeps giving them, though, reasons not to believe it, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's only so many times I can show up to the Pop-Tart Bowl and get like free Pop-Tarts for a week or something. I don't know what the hell they even get. I don't know what's in the goodie bags when you go to the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Pop-Tarts, bro. What you talking about?
Oh.
All different flavors, all right?
That's it.
And a big Pop-Tart at the end. Like, no doubt.
But do you keep getting
everybody's
these
eating
recruits,
a big-ass Pop-Tart.
Yeah,
I mean, if they love Pop-Tarts.
I just don't know if this continues, man. I mean, I know we're getting flips. And obviously, again, Mario's a great seller of the program. Jason Taylor is doing a great job.
Yes.
You look at Heatherman. If you're a defensive player now, if you're looking at it as a defensive player now, with Heatherman there, like, look what they're doing with Ruben Bain this year and Mesidor. Those two guys are their stocks going up. But what I'm saying, though, is,
as a freshman, was dominant.
Yes, but then if you can still be the player he is now, knowing they're game planning for you, you don't think teams are going, hey, we need a game plan for number 4?
Him, though?
It is. But
I get the coaching.
Credit to him more is the stats he's putting up, knowing they're game planning for him.
I mean, you got Jason Taylor, bro.
Yeah, but Jason Taylor can only tell you and teach you. He can't execute. That's where the problem with all this
Ruben's
stuff
a
is.
dog. That's why I go back to my point.
Execution, once you get another guy out there in front of you, are you able to? It's great. You can do practice all you want. Practice. But if you can't execute it on game day, it means shit.
Yeah.
To be honest. I mean, you can be an All-American during practice, but
like, I don't even want to talk about Ruben Bain and coaching and all that, because he's an NFL player.
No,
like,
he is,
some guys,
but when you look at Jason Taylor, they always show the same clips where they're warming up and Jason Taylor's giving them ideas. And then you look in the game and guess what? He put it into execution to a move. It's not just always, they always talk about the Bain slapping down the hand and rushing across, but he's become more than that, because he's getting taught and executing the stuff Jason Taylor has. And Mesidor's, again, he's not Bain, but damn, man, he's good too. And now you start looking at these other players our cornerbacks, look, our DBs last year and the year before were garbage.
Yeah, they're young too, and they're
young,
good,
and they're showing out a little bit. Do they give up plays? Yes, but not the big plays like they were giving up last year. They've given up a couple big plays, but their miscommunication's not there. All the things you saw from Miami teams, except for 2 games. And really, it was the offense. It wasn't necessarily the defense. The defense just gave up a play here or there, but the offense couldn't do anything. So then it ultimately turned into an L on the score sheet. But going back to it, I think they got to start getting the the big wins. You got to start getting to the ACC championship. You got to start getting into the playoffs. And I don't know, man. Every time I say yes, you get a Louisville. And then you're like, damn, man, I thought this was gone. And it's just like, boom, it rears its ugly head. And all you need is 1 or 2 of those games a year, and you're not making it to the ACC championship. You're not making it to the playoffs. So I don't know if Mario can make it happen. I still don't know. 4 years in, I don't know.
Louisville always kind of been a kryptonite to us. Like, they always play us well. It don't matter who
Georgia
they have.
Tech, so is NC State. All the teams that are not powerhouse teams.
I did not have SMU beating us this year, though.
Oh, well, again, they replaced a lot of players, but they played like a team. They played as a team, and the Canes faltered a little bit, and that's all you need. All you need is to give that team hope, and college football is a scary, scary place.
All right. Beck. You believe in Carson Beck? You think he can get us there? He probably only here for the rest of the year, really. He's probably going to get drafted.
Because I think he's like 6 years, so he's done. But, man, like, again, I'll put it this way. If you can, and I know it's going to sound like, oh, here we go with this crap. You got to get the running game going. You got to get the stuff in there and not make him throw the ball to win the game. Can he be a part of a winning compound?
Like we were doing in the beginning of the season, Sean.
Yes. Can he be a part of the winning component? Yes. Can Carson Beck go out there and win you a game? I would not bet on it. Now, could he go out there and surprise you and win a game? Yes. But if you're saying Carson Beck every game has got to go out there and throw for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, no. I don't believe in Carson Beck that way.
In the beginning of the year, when our run game was like potent, he had I believe for like the first 3 or 4 games, he had like an 89% like completion percentage. It was wild. It was a wild number. So, I mean, he could do it, but you got to give him everything else.
You go back, it was Notre Dame and then a bunch of like, come on.
Yeah. Shite teams.
Stat padding teams, until you get to the win. And then also, you got to remember too, as you put more stuff on tape, they start noticing tendencies. And then you look at the Georgia tape and you're like, okay, he did this at Georgia. He's doing the same thing here. Okay, this is what we can do. And as you play these teams that got good coaches, they learn how to game plan against you, and they know how to force you into bad positions. And then that's where, to me, Carson Beck can't, get you through unless he's got everything rolling through. The run game's rolling. The tight ends are out there. The Malachi Tonys are getting, a little bit open, and your miscommunication in the DBs and stuff like that. Then I can see it becoming more, available for Carson Beck. But as everything's on Carson Beck, no, he will not win.
Oh, no, definitely not. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I would definitely not say that. And I'm going to push back on you a little bit on the schedule, because Bethune-Cookman was probably the only really like poor team that we really played that didn't have really much talent. Because you go Notre Dame, then Bethune-Cookman, we beat them 45-3. Then you got South Florida, who was ranked 18. We beat them 49-12. Florida, it's Florida, all right? Florida's Florida. Shout out Steve Hallett. And then Florida State right after that, which Florida State almost came back and won. So, and then the loss to Louisville. Stanford, really not a great team. And then, the loss to SMU. So, but, I mean, South Florida, Florida State, I mean, state champions, of course, but, oof. I don't see that like a walk in the park, especially with South Florida being ranked like they were. But they only got ranked because they beat Florida, who everybody
beat Florida
thought,
the week before.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see what's their record.
Florida
now.
Was
like right now. They're 3rd in the American Athletic Conference. They are sitting at. Let's see here. What will be their record?
You talking about South Florida?
Yeah, I'm trying to forget their record. Everything I get up just gives their scores.
7-2.
Okay. All right. Navy 7-1.
Damn. How about Navy?
But I mean, and again,
just
you
run.
can sit there and say South Florida was it's a good win, but it's not a good win when you lose to Louisville and you lose to SMU.
Oh, of course not. No, that's why I said our losses were so bad that I don't see us even making the playoffs because they're not even going to consider it because of the losses.
Well, it depends. Notre Dame is 18, and again, it's also recent. It's recency bias. Think about it. We beat Notre Dame in the first game. They're not even looking at that because we have the same record.
Yeah, of course.
But we have losses in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and then that's what they look at. It's all recency bias, and that's going to be also the thing that hurts you because you lost midway through the season. So you have to make these next games be blowouts, not even close, and hope that, as you say, other teams, miss a beat, and then you get back into it.
Yeah, you're probably right. He said we already have one of those at home. The Dolphins probably on Beck.
Oh boy! I can see our Dolphin talk is going to be pretty impressive.
I could see that though. The Dolphins are the type of team that'd be like, that Carson Beck, he looks real good. And we had a Beck before, remember?
Yeah, we did. Another one of our 25 years of excellent quarterbacks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we do really great job at those.
We do.
All right. So win out and hope and pray, right?
Yeah, a little more
for the
win
Canes.
Out, hope and pray, and Georgia Tech's got to lose. Georgia Tech's got to lose. SMU's got to lose. Virginia's got to lose. More than 2 games, by the way. And Virginia right now is at 5-0.
He said, "Oh boy, X has been drowning in ACC team fans complaining about their rankings. Where are you with that?" I don't complain about our ranking.
Here's the problem.
You talking about our ranking? Us complaining about our ranking, no doubt.
You know what's funny is the ACC is what the SEC used to be. And by that, I mean, you would have your Alabamas, and then they would play Ole Miss and stumble. Or they'd play Mississippi State. Or, and then you had Auburn up there, and then they'd lose to, a Mississippi State or whatever. Florida would be up there, and they'd lose to a Georgia team that wasn't that good in the cocktail party. They end up cannibalizing each other in the ratings, and that's what's happening in the ACC right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not specific.
Yeah, no. They're cannibalizing each other. When you get to the things, and then you've got, teams. Georgia Tech last week lost to a team that most people didn't think they would lose to. Canes lose to 2 teams they didn't expect to lose to. They end up putting each other in the ratings because now
if you handle your
guys
business,
in and out.
But you don't think you handle your business, and it's obviously about the teams that you beat too, right?
Not if for instance, if you look at SMU, now they go on and they start losing games, that hurts you. Because now that team doesn't look as good. And that's what's happening in the ACC. You lose to a team, and then all of a sudden they lose 3 in a row. That team doesn't look as tough when, if they beat you. For instance, if Louisville now goes and loses the rest of their ACC schedule, how does that loss look to Miami now? Even worse than before. And that's what used to happen to the SEC a long time ago, was when you had these guys, they would lose to a team you didn't expect them to lose to. And then Georgia would end up being, again, long time before Kirby Smart, they'd end up 2-9 on the season, but one of their wins was against Florida, and it hurts you.
It's fucking valid right there. That is valid.
Yeah, but dude, you lost your quarterback.
You lost a quarterback.
I mean, that team, that was like Cam Ward last year. If the Hurricanes would have went undefeated and Cam Ward got hurt in the game, I guarantee you they wouldn't have made it to the national championship.
They should have let him in. They should have let him in so they can get dog walked, and we could have enjoyed that on. We could have enjoyed that on TV.
No, you wouldn't have enjoyed it.
I would have enjoyed it.
Well,
I enjoy every time
Canes fans, you enjoy FSU getting dog walked. I get that.
Yeah, exactly.
But as far as a game, like on national TV, you want
somebody else should have been there. Yeah,
you don't want somebody getting dog walked on that shit. No way, man.
I mean, the playoffs ain't really been that great.
But the thing is, it has ended up equaling a pretty good championship game for the most part. Maybe not all the way to the fourth quarter, but it's been
Yeah,
decent games. I mean,
that
they're making
Washington
money.
was
They're making money, bro. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't
Washington
matter.
did not belong there.
No, but they won.
They
but,
did not.
see, again, you say they don't belong there, but they beat teams that did supposedly belong there. So they
But they
executed to
dominated.
get there. They just got dominated once they got there. The other team was that much
Yeah.
better.
Pressure?
It's almost, but also back in the time, or even like last year, it's the luck of the draw. Think about it. The semifinal game, for some reason, they had the number 1 team versus the number 7, but the number 7 team ended up being better than what Oregon was. You know what I'm saying? So then when you got there, they lose, and then so it's just it's weird how the playoffs played out.
Yeah, and ain't the last two? I might not be right about this, but ain't the last 2 national champions that had 2 losses?
I don't know. Hold on a minute. Let me.
That sounds about right to me. If somebody know, let us know in the chat for sure.
Yeah, if you can get it quick.
Shout out everybody in the chat, man. We got No Doubt, got Bobby Shaw Jr. from the Dive Bar, Finn Sammy, Stoney Stanley, Pinky,
I'm gonna say you're wrong.
Dressy.
I'm gonna say
I'm
you're
wrong.
wrong because it says
It was one team
the
that
last
won.
2 teams to win the national championship with 2 losses were the 2007 LSU Tigers and the
Oh
1960
fuck, I'm way off.
Minnesota Gophers. So
Maybe I'm talking about the semifinals. I think that's what I'm talking about. Well, the playoff will be expanded and it will be fixed.
right,
I
so
see.
you had
AAC
Ohio
teams.
State last year, which I think they had 1 loss. I may be wrong. Michigan, Georgia, Alabama. That's your.
Alabama had 2 losses, right?
I don't think so. They're saying it was. None of these damn
Alabama
things
had
have
2
records,
losses.
man.
Alabama had 2 losses that year, and everybody was complaining that I think they got in over Florida State. That was the year 2023. That's the year No Doubt's talking about. So we got a chance, bro. We can get in the playoffs, but I mean, it don't look good.
But do you trust
I don't think
Mario
we're getting
to against Pitt?
No.
Like
Nope.
that's my problem. It's going to come down to that Pitt game. I think that's going to be.
You think so?
Oh man, I feel like it. I don't
trust them against NC State.
Well,
They got a great offense, a good offense. Let me
yeah,
say
but
that.
I like our defense
Virginia
better
Tech
than normal.
always plays us well. Virginia Tech always plays us well.
Yeah. I mean, again, you've got to dog walk these teams that you should dog walk, and then I think it's going to be a
right, Sean.
crazy game against NC State or against Pitt. That's what I think it's going to be. It's going to be like.
Yeah.
And then the question would be, is if they don't look good against Pitt and everything plays out, whatever, do they get the 12th spot?
I mean, probably not.
That's going to be the interesting thing, man.
I think that loss against SMU kind of sealed our fate, bro, to be honest. That one was just so bad. I mean, Louisville was bad, but SMU, that one killed us right there. It was like everybody knew it was over. Everybody. But hey, man, went out, hope and pray for a miracle. That's all I gotta say for the Canes.
What's funny is for the Canes, SMU plays Louisville the 22nd.
Okay.
So they got a bye week next week, and then they go into Louisville, and then they play California on the 29th.
So you think if SMU and Louisville is a good game, that's better for us? If it's a close game, that's better for us?
If it's a good game, but let me,
because it was a close game with both those teams for us.
Yeah, I'm checking the records. Hold on, I'm trying to see what they are. So you got 7-1 Louisville, 7-3 SMU. So if SMU can beat Louisville and then stumble against California, that might help you a little bit.
If both those teams get the 2 losses, we are so behind.
So Louisville plays Clemson next week, and then they end with Kentucky. But so they got to lose to Clemson and Louisville and SMU the next 2 weeks because Kentucky's not an ACC opponent.
Sean, we need like 7 teams to lose.
Oh, we need a lot of. I don't think the chance is that good. I think I got a better chance
I
of
don't
waking
think
up.
we have a chance.
Yeah, I think I've got a better chance of waking up at 200 pounds tomorrow than the Canes have of making the the playoffs.
Oh man. Okay. Miami should be ranked. Okay. Shout out Tony. Miami should be ranked higher than Notre Dame. Do you believe
But I
that?
can't remember. Let me see. What were the Notre Dame losses though? Miami and who else?
Notre Dame is
They're 2 losses.
6-2. So Texas A&M
Yeah,
ranked
which is
16.
number whatever they are.
Yeah, they don't. That was their first 2 games of the season.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, those losses, as bad as they are, you lost to a ranked Miami team and a ranked Texas A&M team.
We lost to 2 non-ranked teams.
We lost to Louisville and SMU, and Louisville's now ranked. So again, it sucks because if Louisville keeps winning, they'll knock Miami even further out.
Yeah.
But if they lose, then it doesn't help Miami's thing of losing to a team that keeps.
Thank you, Sammy.
Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate you, Chico.
We appreciate it. Oh, Mr. Chico.
Yeah, there
4% chance. I told you. I said, I don't think they got a fucking chance.
There's a chance. There's a chance. But again, I might wake up at 200 pounds too.
There is no fucking chance. Bro, if you do that, you probably have to be, I don't even think if you smoke crack the whole night, you could wake up 200 pounds. Because you probably went to sleep for a couple of days. So
yeah, it's true. But it's not the disrespect of the ACC. It's the cannibalization of the ACC. They keep beating each other. There's no top heavy teams other than like what? This year, who's the top heavy team?
Virginia? They're 5-0.
Virginia's 5-0 and Louisville's 7-1.
That's crazy.
Like I mean, those are like. Remember, I believe Canes and FSU went to there because they put them in separate divisions so that could be Canes and FSU for the championship a lot, and it's never resulted in that.
Honestly, it's based off of the disrespect of the ACC. You think so, Tony? I think we beat Louisville and beat SMU, and we still are a top 3 team.
Depending on how they beat them. Yeah.
I just think if we beat them, period. We already beat 3 ranked teams.
Yeah, but
we would have to be in the top, at least the top 5.
Yeah, you'd be in top 5, definitely. I mean, that's easy. Yeah, but I don't know if you'd be top 3 if you just skim by having to come back and beat both those teams. Because then Virginia's not 7-1 and not ranked. They're now, 6-2, and it's a different thing.
I mean,
everybody thinks it's like a disrespect
FSU.
of ACC. I don't
disrespect FSU. I mean, all you want.
No, but it's like you say that, but Virginia's ranked, up there. Georgia Tech was ranked high until they lost. The problem is they're not losing. They're not like right now. Virginia's struggling against Wake Forest, a team that's not ranked. So how do you hold these teams in high regards when they're struggling against each other? You think they're going to look good against, whatever team? Like, I mean, I don't think it's a disrespect. I just think it's watching football.
I like this comment. He said, yeah, they're basically saying 2 teams that can win 10 games this year is a bad loss for the Hurricanes. It's valid. They both can win 10 games, but still bad losses. That's just me as a Hurricane fan.
But I mean, and
know what I'm saying?
Thing is, Indiana struggled against Penn State. That's the first game they've struggled in.
Exactly.
Like you're going to have games where you
not
struggle.
The first game
I get that.
Struggle.
Yeah, but I mean, I get that you're going to have games where you struggle. But they struggled, and guess what? They won. They didn't struggle and lose to a non-ranked team. They struggled and won. Teams find a way to win. That's the thing. Like in college football, it's winning. You start losing too many games, you start playing into, like you don't leave the game in the ref's hand. Well, keep winning and don't put it in the committee's hands. If you're undefeated, you're going to make the playoffs. If you don't make the play, it's like, I don't know, whatever.
My point exactly, Sean.
You can say it's
my
disrespect,
point exactly.
But if you do what you have to do, They can disrespect all they want, but
And your quarterback don't get injured. Shout out, no doubt.
yeah, but again, but also that wasn't when it was 12 teams either. 12 teams, they might have got in and let them play to get eliminated.
Yeah. I would have let FSU in. All that crying they did, I would have let them in and been like, "All right, this is what y'all deserve."
But when that was going on, though, if I'm not mistaken, and I may be wrong, but wasn't that still when they only allowed the 4 teams in? Right? It wasn't the 12; it was the 4.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. Don't find it. Don't give them a reason to leave you out, and there won't be no disrespect.
Hell yeah, Tony. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. It's college football. Unfortunately, you got to win, man. Win and in. You lose, and you put it in the committee's hands. And look, you can call it disrespect, call whatever, but they're going to put who they think is going to be good ratings for TV for those games.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen. Whether you want to believe it, it's going to come down to money. But you know what? That might play well into the Hurricanes'
Washington
hands.
was in a national championship.
Yes, but the ratings might play well for the Canes if you want to put a 12th team in and they want to have good TV ratings. People watch the Canes because they want to watch them lose, so they watch.
Shout out Frankie Fresco.
Yes, a huge component of that. Where every team they're playing, this dude is a fan favorite of every team on the Canes schedule. So,
yeah, I wonder if he's at home sulking about Syracuse losing today.
Yeah, he will. He burned his Syracuse Orangeman jersey already.
Yeah, he's gonna wear the shirt on Wednesday for you guys. Tony, so many teams in college. All right, 12 teams seems like a little bit of teams. I feel like you should do like a 16. To me, like in my opinion.
Well, no, but then you run the risk of it's
people getting injured in the playoffs.
Yeah, because now you got to play three games to get to the. So by the time you get there, if you have to play,
you got to play 3 games to get to the Super Bowl. So, most people.
Yeah, but you're talking NFL. You're not talking college where you only get one week.
They're younger.
Week and come on, man.
They play less games.
Okay, all right, you're right.
Yeah. didn't get in last year based on ratings. Facts. With the number one. Yep. Nah, we didn't handle our business. That's
you lost to 2 shitty teams like we did this year.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.
Same story.
Bro, you
Same
can't
story.
do this.
But Cam did it. Cam did it with a terrible defense.
Yeah, but you become that team. This is who the Hurricanes are in the committee's eyes. They're going to lose to a team they shouldn't lose to. I guarantee you, they labeled the Canes already. We know Mario's going to have that stumble. Yeah, but
6?
Yeah, I don't know. You can't do 6. What are you going to do? 1 and 2 get a bye? 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5, and then, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
yeah, we do, brother. We do.
The problem with the 6 is
national championship would have probably been incoming.
Yeah, you got the at-large team, which takes 1 bid. So now you got so basically it'll be only the top 5, the Power 5, Power 4, whatever the hell they are now, conference in the at-large.
Sammy calls you Swan. I'm just putting that out there. Swan has such a polite way of saying whatever.
That's why, because that's my swan. Swans are polite.
You are.
I am.
Yeah, because you're white. Like a swan. Big fucking swan. Biggest swan I ever seen.
I eat good, man. I eat good.
I'm telling you. I fucking hug you. I couldn't wrap my arms around you. I was like, damn, Sean, you've been lifting.
Best shape of my life around, baby.
I'm telling you. Yo, you solid, bro. You solid. Yep, top 2 get a bye, and you keep the New Year's 6 bowls.
I don't know.
That's too little.
Yeah,
college football trying to make money, bro.
They're trying to make money, and they're trying to get away from we're out because only 4 teams can make it. Like that one year with the FSU was probably the backbreaker of it, because now, okay, we'll give you a chance to play for it, and if you lose, you lose.
Yeah. Terrible. FSU messed it up for everybody. Typical
Of course they
FSU.
do. Sim holes.
Sim holes. I ain't never heard that one.
I just
All right.
made it up. I just made it up on the fly.
I get the money, but man, the first round last year was bad football. Yeah, bro. A lot
It
of
was
the
bad
playoffs.
but remember this too. That money went to the schools because the better team had the home game. So now you're making money for the team, and you're making money off your ratings with your sponsors or whatever network you're cutting with. There's money being made everywhere.
ESPN getting 30% of that.
Because as us right now as Dolphin fans know, it don't matter if it's shitty football. You're gonna watch.
Yep.
You're gonna watch. Doesn't matter.
Very eloquently put from you, my brother. And
Hey, I'm a swan, baby. I'm a swan.
yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. All right. So, like I said, Canes went out and pray for a miracle, pretty much.
Yes,
Because that's what it's gonna take. But we're gonna get into this beloved team that we love to talk about, that everybody loves to talk about. Seems like everybody has a show about the Miami Dolphins. So we don't get to talk about this much, Sean. All right. Season.
Yep.
How's it going for you, brother? Because I've been on many different platforms and had a few on my own and spoke about it. But I want to hear your opinion on these Miami Dolphins now that we are this far into the season, a fired Chris Greer, nothing done other than a Jalen Phillips trade to the Philadelphia Eagles at the deadline. How you feeling about this team right now, Sean the Swan?
Here we go. I'm going to do this as nice as I can and as polite as I can say. I thought the team was not.
This is South Florida Sports Unfiltered.
No. I knew the season was going to be shitty, but I didn't expect it to be diarrhea shitty, which is what we're getting. There's stuff splattered everywhere. Ooh, it's like, it is
spray shit.
Oh, just boom. I mean,
my God.
They're
these 3 times in a row while they got diarrhea.
Yeah, and again, it's you expect this to happen when you go all in and it doesn't work, right? They went all in in 23? Was that the year 23, 24? No,
23 was the best year.
Yeah, that they went all in. You knew once that happened, the money that was given out and everything else, it is what you thought it's gonna be. And then when you sign your quarterback and your receivers are your top paid over, what do they get? Over 100 million, and then your quarterback's at 50 whatever million. I mean, what do you expect from this team? Like the defense,
your highest paid fucking offensive lineman is injured, and the other one is retired.
And when he's there, it's not like he's the freaking savior. I'm gonna tell you now.
Definitely not.
None of those guys are, like
Cap.
Like, what's up, Cap? None of those guys are all pros at anything. So, and it's just gotten worse, man. And then you look at the play calling and you look at the handling of certain things, and it's just like a mess. It's a mess because at the beginning of the year, the damn freaking strength of the team, what you thought was going to be the strength, the edge rushers and the linebackers weren't playing up to snuff. They weren't playing. There was just, whoa. And then your DBs are getting exposed because you already knew your DBs weren't good. You put Mika back there like a Band-Aid, but unfortunately you need 77,000 stitches and you're trying to put a freaking Band-Aid on the cut. And it's like, that's what you're getting here, man.
That's well said, Sean.
It's like,
that is, bro.
And to sit here and watch it every week, you're like, okay, all right. And you thought, this is the problem. This is the other thing too. And I'll say this. I feel like at the end of the year, everybody was gone. I
This
thought
year,
everybody.
you talking about the end of this year?
End of this
or
year.
last year?
I thought no,
Oh,
the end
yeah.
of this year. With the way, well, again, after they brought everybody back and they put out the statement that they did and all
Status
this,
quo.
all the bullshit that they said, I'm like, okay, they're gonna get this season to just. And again, I felt it was more, we're gonna make them suffer through this season because this is their bed, they got to lie in it, type thing in a way. So they're going through it, and you gotta lay in your bed and freaking take the Cat for Life. It cannot still happen. What can still happen? Oh, you mean everybody gone? Yeah, no, everybody will be gone. I hope that's what you're meaning. Mendoza looked good in the fourth quarter, Cap. The first 3 quarters was like, ooh, but in that fourth quarter, he showed that he's a winner. Mendoza showed he's a winner. He had a bad game, sucked it all up, went in that fourth quarter when the game was on the line, took the team down, 5 for 9, 85 yards, the winning touchdown. So there. Look, I think McDaniel's gone, and I think when McDaniel goes, I believe you'll probably get Tua out. And again, I don't know. And again, I know everybody hates Tua, and I get that. But I don't think that he's the issue.
I don't hate him.
It's the Carson Beck situation that we talked about. He's not going to take you down there and win you games.
Yeah.
But if you put the stuff again, this is the one thing that gets me on everything. You have the same talent. You go against the Atlanta Falcons, and you have a good game plan. You have a good game plan, and you win 34-10.
That's valid.
Tebow was a winner, yeah.
Until he wasn't, right?
Until he got to the pros, and it wasn't a system based on him. I mean,
Let's go, Sammy.
I get you. But the thing is, like, Tua's not going to win you games. And when you put the game on him, yeah, he's going to cost you games because you put the game on him when you shouldn't. Like, he's not one of those quarterbacks that's going to go out there. But when you look around, like, okay, Mendoza's coming up. After Mendoza, what do you have,
quick,
bro?
Real quick. We say that, but this dude has the highest passer rate in the NFL for 3 years in a row, I believe.
Yeah,
like
he's throwing
over
slants to
100.
Tyreek Hill. He's throwing, because
That's what got him paid, though. That's what got him paid. So we should have paid for that.
The game plan was around that. When teams figured it out, Mike McDaniel didn't adjust. Mike McDaniel didn't change the offense.
He can't.
Why can't he?
Because we don't have a line to run block. And then Tua can only throw.
But they ran for 4 yards a carry when they did it against.
Tua can only do so much.
Yes, but when they planned it, and Tua only threw 24 times against Atlanta, and they ran 30 times, that was a success for winning.
And that was a one-off.
Yeah, because then he puts Jalen Wright as inactive the next game, and then Ollie Gordon gets hurt in the first half, and then now all you got is Devon Achane, and then you're throwing Taj Washington back there for like all these things, and he's going to get hurt sooner or later.
Malik Washington fumble.
I'm sorry. Taj Washington can't catch the ball and all that shit. That's right.
Both Washingtons fumbled that game. Don't worry.
That's right.
The Washington brothers.
I got them mixed up. Malik Washington is the number 6.
Just call the Washington brothers fumbled.
Yes,
both
but they
of
put
them.
him as a running back. Like, bro, like, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna just get people slaughtered on the field?
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
Games in Steven. Yeah, 100%.
Damn,
he won one.
Damn, bro, that's so bad. That's so bad hearing that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Who else got more? Trevor Lawrence.
He won last year, right? CJ Stroud too. CJ Stroud won one his rookie year.
Yeah.
Yep. Think about it.
I don't know.
My thing is this too, is like, okay, so you get rid of McDaniel, get rid of Tua, Greer's gone. Like, I know the high names on the list that I've heard, like Agnew, the assistant at Philly. I think it's Ailey or Habley or something. Like, but what if you don't get those two? What's out there? Like, that's my.
Yeah.
And then also, is Stephen Ross going to give
Champ
him actual?
Kelly.
Are they going to give him actual control of the thing, or is it going to be?
You know who's going to be the GM. All right,
Ugh.
he's already in place. Champ Kelly.
You think it's going to end up being Champ Kelly? I don't think it will be.
Nah,
And the
he
reason
already
I
said
say
it won't.
that
He
is
already said
because
it won't. And
the
I
other
kinda
thing
believe
down there
him
that
when he
you
said
talked
that.
about, the fact that they didn't let Champ Kelly do anything at the trade deadline tells me
Yeah.
he's just a placeholder. He's a placeholder. Because if it
But that was
you let him start positioning the chips how he needs to for his rebuild. You didn't give him anything because you're bringing somebody else in.
well, I think, just my opinion.
Yep.
I think they let him do what he could, and they didn't get the value that they thought they were going to get back in return for the players that we have. So they didn't make
Dude,
any deals
They
because they
didn't
feel
get-
like
think
it's going to
about
be
the-
better to try to trade. They told Chubb's agent and himself that they're committed to him for this year only, pretty much.
Yeah.
So why even keep him if you're not going to be committed? Because they know they're getting a new GM and all this. I believe we're getting a new GM. All right. Who's that going to be? I'm not too sure because I don't feel like. Hopefully, like that's the word we use with the Dolphins, like synonymously, is hope, because
No,
we
we
always hope for the best
We hope for the
and
best till we hit the
hopium
field
and
the
all
next
that.
season. Yep.
Exactly. So, like, I hope they actually make a good hire and it could be somebody good. But I mean, do I have confidence in the fucking team to do that? No, I fucking don't. But I believe that whoever they bring in, they're gonna let them do whatever the fuck they want. But I mean,
See, I don't believe that.
I don't even have
This
trust in
team-
that.
This team is the owner gets, and again, I'm not saying he gets involved and says, like, you have to do this, you have to do that. But here's the thing that gets me. So Jalen Phillips, you
Pack
said,
full of Bills fans, Cap.
yep, no, tomorrow it'll be Buffalo Central or
Yeah.
Buffalo, whatever, South, however you want to look at the damn rate.
Buffalo
the
South.
thing
I like
there.
that.
But so
I like
the
that.
problem with the whole thing is you're like, oh, they got what they wanted. No, they didn't. They paid $6 million of Jalen Phillips' contract to get a third-round pick. They bought that contract. They basically paid for the third-round pick.
Yeah.
But you could have done the same thing if you wanted Chubb and anybody else moved. I don't think people were as interested in them as I know. They took calls.
That's what I'm saying.
They took calls, but if you're letting Champ Kelly do this and he can add a fourth round for Chubb and you get rid of him and you get off the books, then you allow him to accumulate those picks. If he's going to be the guy, that's what tells me Champ Kelly will not be the guy, because you're saying, no, we're staying kind of status quo, which is the great word that Stephen Ross loves. But at the same time, I'm not allowing you to dictate what the next guy incoming is going to be able to do. He's going to have these picks, and this is what he's going to have. And that's where, and again, it's going to come down to, and I think Brandon Short probably has a lot of say into it, and Brandon, but
Sammy's right on for that.
yeah, because the money situation comes into.
Should have emptied the clip, bro. Should have emptied the clip. Just let everybody
But the
go.
thing is, when you cut Tua at the end of the season or trade them, depending on how they do, whatever they do, you're going to empty the clip because there ain't going to be shit left.
Well, Sean, that's why I don't think
It's
that's
$99 million of dead cap.
happening.
Like,
But I think we didn't do shit in the trade deadline because I think we're gonna have a new GM, but I don't think they're doing that. I think they fit to run it back,
no.
try to watch.
No, man, no. But then all you're doing is extending the rebuild or whatever the hell this is going to be another 2 years. Because once you get rid of Tua's contract, you got 2 years till you're going to be able to get back in. Unless you strike gold and every one of your first 3-round picks are freaking all pros, which is
Gotta get a
probably
smart guy for
only
that.
happened a few times. But then also to be an all pro, you have to have a team around you. Think about what's going to be around whoever. You get a new quarterback to come into this. You still haven't improved the offensive line.
No.
You're still not,
I say you let Quinn. I say you let Quinn get beat up for a couple years.
Bro, you do understand. Everybody's talking. No, but everybody's talking about Quinn Ewers. Did you see the way Mike McDaniel elevated Quinn Ewers to be a backup quarterback? He goes in, he fumbles the first snap, he throws whatever. He's walking off the field. Mike McDaniel doesn't even look at him.
Skylar Thompson.
Mike McDaniel does not even look at the guy. Just like, hey, take your ass over there. Mike McDaniel did not want Quinn Ewers. Mike McDaniel signed Zach Wilson to be the backup. That's who Mike McDaniel wanted. And I don't mean McDaniels, I'm sorry. McDaniel
So you telling me
wanted.
Chris Greer had total autonomy to make every pick and not even question Mike McDaniel about any pick?
I'm not saying that he didn't have. I'm not saying that people didn't have say. But in Mike the seventh round, you're like, okay, think about this. Think about this with Chris Greer. 7th round, I'm in Vegas, and I'm like, I wonder who he's going to take. Quarterback. Holy shit. Okay. Skylar Thompson. 7th round this year. Who does he take? Quinn Ewers. It's one of those things to where, well, if it works, we get him for pennies on the dollar, and you can advance the team that way. But it's
there you go.
Yeah.
Throw Zach Wilson back there for the rest of the season. Just let him get murdered.
No, to be honest, just let
he probably played well.
Let Mike McDaniel keep calling his offense, and we'll be fine. We'll be at that first pick sooner or later. I mean, we may not have a running back anymore. You may have to draft a new one to replace Devon Achane. But
yeah, man, they working the paint off that boy.
Yeah, you'd think he's Derrick Henry the way they run him.
Yo, like for real.
Hey, Devon, we're gonna give you a break. Line up at slot and do a slant across the middle.
He's our number one receiver, bro.
Yeah. Well, it's like, hey, we're gonna give you a break.
Crazy.
We're gonna give you a break from getting beat up with a handoff. We're gonna throw it across the middle so you can get hit by a linebacker. Like, come on, man.
Bro, that's crazy. He's our number one rusher. Oh, Jalen Waddle. What a good game. Actually,
he had one or two good games. I mean, but now he's the only target. Like, and the other thing too is, and it goes back to where, like Mike McDaniel, the way they run, I don't think anybody that's not on the first two teams gets practice during the sessions with Tua. So when the third team comes in, they work with Zach Wilson and everything else, because as soon as somebody gets hurt and somebody's got to go in, they're lost. You got guys telling people where to line up and people where to go, and like you're spending 30 seconds trying to get the damn offense set up because people have no clue of where they're going.
Yeah. As a team, we're averaging 4.4 yards a carry.
Yeah.
That should be enough to get you a first down every 3 plays.
Yeah, but we don't run. I mean, and then when we do pass the ball, we bubble screen the shit out of people. I mean, my God.
Oh, God.
Mike
we
McDaniel's
love that bubble
the
screen.
Bubble screen master, buddy. Holy
King.
shit.
Bubble screen king.
Holy cow, man. 3rd and 1,
Yo,
what are we going to do?
Think about this.
We're going to fool them. Bubble screen.
Think about this. In 9 games, we've only rushed the ball 197 times.
Yeah. But that's on par, because if you go back to 2024, I believe I looked it up, it's 407 rushes. So 200, and we're about halfway, 9 games. And you add another 200, we're right at the same amount.
Yeah. But right on par to be equal with passing, 196 completions, but 289 attempts. So you're talking about almost 100 more attempts passing. But that's because we've been down in a lot of games also.
Not only that, though, but once we get down by like 3 points, Mike McDaniel don't run the ball.
He's like, fucking Tua, you got this.
We're down 3-0 after the first drive. Oh, start passing the ball. We got to do it.
And guess what? Tua don't got it.
No, you got, like think about this. Once Tyreek went out, the only receivers that he's actually worked with were Malik Washington, I'm sorry, and Waddle. At the time, Darren Waller was just coming back in. Now he's out. Julian Hill's been out. Tanner Connor
Westbrook
got a 4-year education in the NFL, so he can get free whatever. He must be like
He's gone.
McDaniel.
He got waived.
No, they re-signed him to the practice squad today.
Oh no. But
Yeah, they
Hayden
just said
Rucci, right?
They took him off the 53-man roster, so they cut him, and then they re-signed him to the practice squad.
So they could sign Hayden Rucci to
this
53.
Dude, Tanner Connor, where the hell it is? Tanner
There
Connor.
you go.
He
You're like
must be
Curtis.
He must be related to damn Mike McDaniel somehow. The guy kept him in the league for 4 years. He's going to get a pension. This is ridiculous. He caught his first pass last year.
Tank theory.
Hey, dude, it's rough watching these games, bro. It is rough, man. Because there's times where you look at it and you're like, what the hell are we doing?
It's not.
What are we doing?
Yeah, exactly. You just laugh at this shit, Sean.
Yeah, no, that's what I've gotten to the point
we're
now.
not going to be good for at least
who I
at
feel
least
bad
3
for?
years.
I feel
This
bad
year
for the
included.
super fans, man. The super fan and the
fans of the year.
Season ticket holders, I always feel bad for them because the product on the field is crap. But like the super fans that go to road games and Finn Sasson and Big E before he got injured. Thoughts and prayers out to Big E.
For sure, man. For sure.
Yeah, and like Dolph Freaky,
Ashley and Lou.
Yeah, Ashley and Lou. They're setting up away things for away fans to go. Last year we were lucky enough to be at Indy when they did the one with Ashley and Lou, and then they go out there and they throw a turd on the field. These fans are spending so much money, and it's like, man, you know. And again, I know every fan loves their team and everything there, but to see the passion to go out there and just, man, it sucks, man. It sucks. And then you get and then the Dolphins are like, oh wait, what's in the cup, Adrian?
Cherry Pepsi, brother. Cherry Pepsi.
Oh boy, we'll know in a minute. We'll know what's in the cup soon. We'll go off the rails. But like I feel bad for the like
I would have
fans.
been gone.
For instance, you guys all came here for the games and that weekend, and
awesome weekend.
Yeah, but it's awesome because you got to hang out with all the other fans. It was not necessarily awesome. The product you went to watch.
That was the point. Yeah, that was the point.
Yeah. So
I agree with you.
Yeah, that's
Sammy
it.
knows.
That's
Sammy
all you
knows.
can do now. When you travel, it's about going and hanging out with the other fans and all that stuff. It's nothing to do with what the product you're going to see on the field right now. Nothing.
Yeah, the tailgating, the fan meetups, all that. That's the most important part, man. Is camaraderie with your fellow fans and meeting new people. People from everywhere too, bro. Like that weekend was crazy. That weekend's probably crazy every year, but it was a lot of people from everywhere. I met a dude from Australia who was there for like his first NFL game. He's like, "Yeah, I heard this is a big weekend."
Yeah, the Dolphin
obviously with an
Club,
Australian
UK
accent.
is big, man. UK fan
You can
club.
do it. Can you do an Australian accent?
No, mate.
Yeah, I don't think I can either.
No.
They talk real funny. It's like
it's not
it's either their tongues laying down.
Funny. It's not. They don't talk funny.
No,
they got an accent.
I don't mean it like that.
No, but that's what you said. What are you drinking?
No, I mean like when they talk, like their tongue, it don't move like everybody else's. That's why it's funny to me.
Well, they're from down under, so maybe they have something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not trying to be an asshole. Dude.
I don't know. It feels like you are. Dude.
You're being an asshole.
We are unfiltered, so maybe you were being unfiltered on this. I don't know.
I mean, I was just saying it's pretty funny. They can say anything and I'll laugh. Though,
we just lost our the whole Australian demographic of our show. It's gone
because of you, Sean.
Because of you.
Because of you, Sean. Nope. It's all your fault.
Never.
It's all your fault.
Nothing is ever my fault. I'm a swan, buddy.
I was laughing at them.
How do you blame it on a
Australia. Sean the Swan. Oh my God, that's your nickname now. Next show, you better have that on your name tag. Sean the Swan. Hey, and shout out 293 people on all platforms right now, man. Checking out the debut episode of South Florida Sports Unfiltered with your boy Adrian and the great Sean Stanley, man. We just chopping it up right now, especially by the Dolphins. Like, so terrible. Bills game, though. How you see this going, Sean?
I feel like I'm gonna be Clubber Lang. I'm gonna be Clubber Lang. I'm gonna be like pain.
Yeah.
That's what's coming. I feel, and I get it.
Oh, yeah.
You can think that the Bills are gonna come down here in this humidity, and we're gonna play
humidity?
them tough and all this stuff. I gotta tell you something. The Bills usually start strong, so by the time they get to the humidity factor, the game's probably already gonna be over. I love my Dolphins, and I'm going to watch the whole ass kicking.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy it.
On paper, they stand as much chance as the Hurricanes making the playoffs.
4%. I love it. I agree. Bills beat our ass every time they come down here.
Yeah. Josh Allen, 14-2. 14-2 against us, bro. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah. And Tua's won one game against the Bills entirely, like his entire career. This is 6 years. This year. 6 years going on this year.
Yeah.
And they fit a dog walk us. It's gonna be bad. Just drink a lot, maybe.
Enjoy the tailgating.
If you're in the stadium.
Yeah, enjoy the tailgating if you go.
Take some shots.
Have some fun with the Buffalo fans. Put out a table. Let them jump through it. Film it. They might miss.
Yeah.
You never know. Some of them are not good. They miss the table.
Oh, my God.
You'll have some good content.
Let's go. Have them take shots first and then jump through the table.
Yeah.
There we go. We got it. We got the game plan.
There's the victory
Tomorrow's
Sunday.
the day.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Tomorrow's the day. We turn it all around. We go out there and we play for each other.
Yeah. Victory Sunday. Let's go, no doubt.
He must like another team besides the Dolphins.
Oh, man. He's a Florida State fan and a Dolphin fan?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Don't do that.
That's rough right now.
Dude, are you serious?
What you watching?
Wake Forest, Virginia. And
boy.
It wasn't a flag. Somebody threw something from the crowd. I thought they threw a flag. They just took a punt all the way back for a touchdown. Wake Forest is up 7-6 on Virginia.
Pretty close game.
In the second.
All right, Sean.
Yep, let's go.
I'm going to go into Anthony Weaver now.
Okay.
Anthony Weaver.
Yep.
Start the season, defense was terrible, but they didn't picked up, especially the last couple games. Even in losses now, even in losses, it ain't really been them. It's been more the offense. It's rough out here. Yeah. You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. How you feel about Anthony Weaver? You think there's a chance he could possibly be the coach next year?
No.
Or do you think he goes somewhere else and just starts anew?
Yeah, I think he starts anew, man. Because if that was the case, you would have fired McDaniel and brought him in as the interim. Unless there's a thing to where like
McDaniel's staying, bro. I don't think he's staying either.
I don't think he's staying either. But look,
no, McDaniel's staying. But
no, he's not. Oh, he's staying for the season. I think he's gone at the end of the season.
He'll be here next year.
No, I don't think so, man.
Tied to Tua. Like this.
I don't think Tua's here
remember the
next
kiss?
year.
Hey, you remember the kiss?
I don't think Tua's here next year.
Kiss him on the forehead, bro.
I think Tua's gone too.
No, he ain't.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep. Unless they keep Champ Kelly.
You murdering that cap?
If you keep Champ Kelly, then you keep Tua for one more season. If not,
yes, Sammy. We know it. We know what's about to happen.
I don't think it'll be that.
We're gonna suck next year anyway, so you might as well just keep them, eat the money, and you know what I'm saying. Pay them.
Yeah, but then
you're done.
You don't know. You're not.
You're done with the money after that. No, you're done with the money after that. Last year is his last year of guaranteed money. I mean, next year is his last year of guaranteed money. That's what I meant to say. That's after next year, you can cut him. And it'll be like a minimal hit.
There's still $35 million dead cap in that year too. So
yeah, but a lot of contracts will be off the books.
Yeah, but I mean,
$35 million.
to be honest, this
They'll
is the
probably
only
trade
thing.
him.
This
They'll
is all
probably
I'll
trade
say
him.
on this whole thing is if you keep him, what service are you doing?
You're doing he's a professional, all right? So you're gonna I don't want no quarterback learn from him. You're
You're
right.
not, but again, if you keep McDaniel to a next, this is all I'm gonna ask you.
I would
this.
trade him though. I would trade him
If you keep them, so
before
you're
the
bringing
deadline
in,
next
say
year.
you draft the guy you want to replace Tua, all right?
No, I'm not drafting a quarterback next year. I
Okay.
wouldn't.
No, I know you
Unless
wouldn't, but I'm saying, but
unless
if
I'm
you're
in the top 5 and I really find a guy that like okay, this is the guy.
Say the season goes as we think it's going to go, and you end up in the top 5, and you can get Fernando. Say you end up in the top pick, and you can get Fernando Mendoza, and you take
He's sitting
him.
for a year.
Again, as of right now, you bring him in and say what? Don't listen to Tua. Don't listen to Mike McDaniel. No. Don't do any of this stuff because next year we're getting rid of both of them, and then we're bringing in the guy that needs to teach you.
No, I think McDaniel's going to pick his. It's going to be rough. I think whoever the GM.
Bite the bullet. You're going to be dead, whether it's dead money or whatever.
Yeah,
you're going to be. You're
Sean,
paying them or not, bro. Like, I mean,
what if the GM that they hire comes in and assesses Mike McDaniel and says, "Hey, guess what? I like you, and I think you can do well, but we just got to get you another quarterback. We got to build up this team a little bit more for you in certain spots that where your offense runs well, you lack in right now, and it was never built to your liking. So let's do that, and then we'll go from there. What if we get that?"
But what's to say this wasn't built?
He's not a stupid guy, bro. Like, coaches vouch for him, so.
Dude, come on, man. Dude, nobody in the NFL is going to talk down about anybody. You think Mike McDaniel had no say in all this stuff and Chris Greer just said, hey, Mike, I'm drafting everybody and you're going to have to figure it out? You don't think any of these
You just said he didn't pick Quinn Ewers, though. He picked Quinn Ewers.
No, he didn't. Did you see the look he gave Quinn Ewers? You don't bring a guy up to second string, play him, and then all of a sudden be
a rookie, bro.
Yes, but
he's
he came out the next week. Rookie. He came out the next week. He didn't even say anything to him. He looked past him, and Ewers looked at him to ask a question, and Mike McDaniel's like, be gone, little biatch.
The game was over. He was like, well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, pretty much.
Okay.
He's like, yeah.
All right. Okay. If you say so, bro. If you say so. Like I just
Quinn got murdered a couple times in that game.
You asked me a question. If the GM came in and did all that, you know what I would think personally? He's probably the wrong GM for the Dolphins. If he keeps Mike McDaniel. GM.
That's why I don't have a fucking job right now.
And I'll look at it and I'll go, I guess I'll wait another 4 years before I get he should have been fired after that game. He should have been fired after that game.
Man.
Like, I don't think, man, that look, Mike McDaniel's a great, he's innovative. He does good.
You want to hang out. You want to hang out with him. Eat an edible.
Call, man. He can't play call. He can't put the shit together. He's too smart. He's like, oh, I'm going to outsmart them. Watch this. They think I'm going to run the ball. I'm going to pass. Oh, they think I'm going to pass, and now I'm going to run on third and 2. And I can only get a yard, but hey, I'm going to try to run. And then guess what? On 4th down, I'm going to bubble screen the shit out of him.
I just think he's not a head coach. He might be a great offensive coordinator if he just focused on offense, but he got a lot of shit he's dealing with.
He could become a great offensive coordinator. Remember this. He's never been an offensive coordinator. He was by title, like what Frank Smith is here.
Run game coordinator.
He has no experience in doing all this. And again, he overtook a thing, and
that's why I gave him slack like his first couple years on the play calling and all that, because I'm like, the dude's learning on the job.
Well, I gave him slack on some of the dumb shit.
He's taking on offensive play calling along with head coaching duties. Like, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. Well, so you got to give him some slack, but it's year 4. We're fucking done with that. All right.
Well, I gave him slack on the not knowing what down it was because the way the ball was positioned, and he thought it was a first down, and then they planned it and they said it wasn't on the playoff thing with Scott. However you want to do it. Some of the challenges, okay, things like that. But when your team is constantly
making the same mistakes, not prepared, like, and again, I get it. Some of that does fall on players. You got to be a fucking professional. Definitely.
Oops. Look at there. I dropped the first F-bomb. How about that?
Damn, bro. Only an hour and a half in. I had like 5 already. You gotta be a professional and handle your business too. Again, as we said with like Mario and Shannon Dawson, we were talking Canes, was you can draw up the greatest play. If it's not executed properly, it doesn't matter. And that's where I don't feel like McDaniel's that good of a head coach to where he doesn't hold accountability. It's like, all right, guys, that's all right. We'll get them next time. And then it happens again, and it's, hey, we'll get it next time. Okay, we'll get it No, bro. At some point, it's, are you this dumb? That's another word that's like, synonymous with the Dolphins. You know that, right?
It's like what I would say to the GM if you keep McDaniel and all that. Are you dumb? You haven't watched the last 4 years?
Hope and accountability.
Oh, there's no accountability.
Synonymous with the Dolphins.
There's no accountability from the top down in the Dolphins.
Or lack thereof, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stephen Ross, right?
Yeah.
So if what's the perfect scenario for you? Because I like I tell you, I done talked about this, you know what I'm saying, plenty of times, but I want to know your perfect scenario on the Miami Dolphins next year, what they should do. I'm talking about GM hire, what they should do with the coach, quarterback, and so on, and the draft. Let's go. Run your table, brother.
I mean, for me, the problem is I don't know what the hell is going to be out there. Yeah, adversity and opportunity. I just don't know what's out there at quarterback. That's going to be my problem because I don't think we're going to be terrible enough to be the number 1 pick. Yeah.
Mr. Chico's ready for your services.
I don't know that we're going to be bad enough to get that number 1 pick to where, and I don't know what the next quarterback is there. To me, dude, I would bring in a new GM. Again, if I'm
what kind of GM you looking for though?
I want a GM that's going to come in and be like, okay, we're going to make the Dolphins an identity. We're going to be this type of team, and this is what we're going to draft, and these are the players we're going to get. These are the type of players we're going to get, like the Eagles.
Sean,
the Eagles. All these
what if he
guys,
say we're going to make a team in Mike McDaniel's image?
Well, no, that's where I said I'm not going to be a like whatever. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and be like, oh, the GM gets control. That's what I want. I want the GM to have full control. If he says, I think personally, I think he would be wrong. But if he comes in and says, okay, Mike McDaniel, you're the guy.
Yeah.
And you do whatever, then I got to roll with that. To me, it all starts with getting the right GM in and getting an identity for this damn team. Quit being this flip-flop shit where we're going to be a disciplined team, but then the coach is too hard on everybody. So now we got to bring this guy in to be kumbaya, and now we're too kumbaya, and there's no accountability.
Too hard or people just soft?
Well, dude, that's just society now, right? It's soft everywhere. I mean,
sensitive.
Everybody says it. Hey, in college football, the coach, I have to work for a spot? Oh, no, I'll just go to another team. I'll transfer. Hey, and then what happens when you get
back
to a
in
team,
the day? Coaches used to slap players and shit, bro.
Dude,
like, get your shit together, boy.
We used to get nailed, man. Coach would have this damn like walkie-talkie and hit you in the back of the damn head with it and everything else. Oh, Louisville just took the lead on California 13-10, by the way. But you
not good for us, right?
No. You have to sit there and you have to build the team and make an identity. Think about it. Buffalo did that, right? With Josh Allen. Right or wrong, they said, Josh Allen is we're putting everything on your back, get us there. The Baltimore Ravens drafted Lamar and said,
haven't won shit.
No, they haven't won shit, but they made it to the playoffs. Why? Because they have an identity, and kudos to Harbaugh to saying, okay, we're going to be a run team. And that's what they've done, though. They've drafted the linemen to be able to run. They got the weapons to be able to run. The Eagles, they did the same thing. They drafted up front. The Chiefs, they for some reason, Mahomes, they got the line for him the 1 year. They went through it, and then they were like, well, we can't do it this year. And then they go in this year, But if you have an identity, you can at least start making progress. But to keep drafting this player, and then they don't match anything you're trying to do, or you're trying to mix match into stuff, that's our problem now is what the hell are the Dolphins? Are we a passing team? We're a passing team because we got Tyreek.
Yeah.
But Tyreek goes out.
I say all the time, we don't know what we're doing.
No, when Tyreek goes out, now are you a passing team? No, now you got to switch to a running team. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
You don't have the tools to be a running team. I mean,
we're whatever we want to be.
That's the damn issue.
But
it's
not.
like it's just they don't. There's nothing there. I want somebody to come in and be a team setter and be like, Stephen Ross, I'll take your suggestions, but I'm building this team in the likeness I want it to be built.
Yeah. Sean, I hear a lot like saying, oh, Stephen Ross has his hands in a lot of this and all this. But then I also hear reports from reporters like Stephen Ross is hands off. Like he don't really mess with the football side of things.
Okay, but then let me ask.
So who do you think is right?
Somebody's in his ear because Stephen Ross makes the final call. I'm going to pay $6 million to trade Jalen Phillips. You think what's the guy, the new guy we just been talking about him? The new GM what's his name?
Champ Kelly.
Champ Kelly just said, okay, no problem. I'll pay the $6 million. Stephen Ross they got to okay it, or Brandon Shore. There's people in Stephen Ross's ear, whether it's Brandon Shore, whether it's whatever you want it to be. Those people, if I'm a GM, I come in, I say, look, I come here, I get final say talking to you only. I'm not going to talk to some committee. I'm not going to run everything through everybody. I'm coming to you and saying, I need this much money to get this player. You tell me yes or no. It's me to you. That's the communication. I'm not going through Brandon Shore. I'm not going through, what's the president's name?
Yeah.
Garfinkel. I'm not going through anybody else. If I'm the GM of this team, trust me to make football decisions, and I come to you and you only. Now, of course, you got to run it through the people to make sure the money works and all that stuff. I mean, I get all that, but I run everything through. It's me to you. That's it. There's nobody in between to where they can change your mind or anything else like that. To me, that's what I would do as a GM. That's why I don't believe we will get a good GM, because I don't think Miami is a spot to where everybody's going to be like, okay, I can go there and make a difference, because in 25 years, what's changed?
Too much pillow talking. What do you think?
Think about it. That 1 year,
it's a lot of two-faced shit.
It was
Two-faced shit going on.
Well, who was it? It was Donna Ponte.
We had 3 GMs.
And somebody else. And everybody was going around everybody else to make decisions. and nothing got made.
Oh, my fucking God. That was terrible.
It starts at the top, man, until you say, I'm going to hire a GM that I trust to make football decisions. If you don't trust him to make football decisions, then don't hire him.
Yeah.
Don't hire him.
Sean, the more I think about this, you don't think he's just hiring Stephen Ross, he could be hands off and he could just be hiring the wrong people to do things. But everybody says he has what do they call that? Loyalty issue.
He's very loyal. I mean, look at his businesses. All the people been with him for years. Garfinkel. I mean, I get it. All them make money. And the other problem too is, and again, I know this has been talked about.
If it make dollars,
the Dolphins,
if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Yeah, but the Dolphins are minimum wage to everything else he's making. He's making billions off of F1.
Yeah.
He's making hundreds of millions off of the tennis tournament.
I think he actually cares,
off of concerts. Bro. He's making money off of the Canes. I think he cares. I do. I think he cares. I think he wants
just
to
trusts
win.
the wrong people.
And then I think once that trust erodes, then he gets into what he doesn't
More
know.
wrong. He finds more wrong people.
Maybe I just think, again, he tried to meet with Tom Brady. He tried to meet. That's
Him trying to
freaking-
make the team better, but
Yeah, but it's high school
end up
shit.
fucking
Like,
us.
you have a coach here.
Yeah, true.
And you're asking your coach, because you were at the Patriots, could you get Tom Brady to meet with us? Like, what is this? It's like writing a note in high school to the girl, like, I like you. Do you like me? Yes or no? Check a box. And like, but that's the stupid shit that's going on in our organization. Like, he went with Philbin when Harbaugh was in San Fran before he left. Where was he at after he left San Fran? Stanford? Wherever he was at. He went to talk to him in the middle of the night to come, but then he got hired by Michigan, and Michigan's his college team. And instead of doing better for the Dolphins possibly and going after Harbaugh, he said,
Michigan.
No, Michigan, you keep them, and I'll keep putting money into you guys. Like,
I got plenty.
There's just the bad decisions start at the top, and they work their way down. And again, until you hire, I think, a guy that you say, you run my football operations to what you want it to be. And right or wrong, at this point, look, if he does that and it fails still, look, you hired the wrong person, but at least you stayed the hell out of it, and we go for the good or bad. Because now it's finger pointing.
Yeah, I don't even like that. I don't even like that, though.
What?
I just don't I don't really trust this team to make any good decision at all. It's one bad decision after one bad decision.
You drain the swamp, the same guy's replacing the freaking water.
Yeah.
Whether you want it, because Stephen Ross has got some kind of committee, whether it's his daughters and son-in-laws, whether it's Garfinkel and Shore, whether it's Marino and Zach Thomas and Jason Taylor and the Ring of Honor, whatever you want to do, there's somebody talking to Stephen Ross and making these decisions, or talking him into making some of these decisions. I don't think Stephen Ross looked at Mike McDaniel's resume and went like, oh, this guy's going to win me games. I'll just hire him.
I think they expected him to fail, to be honest.
No, I don't think you don't expect him to fail, and you hired and brought in that roster in 2023.
Make Tua good, and he did his job.
He gave him the confidence, but then
he should get that loyalty, right?
No, but he shouldn't, because he still had 2 years left on his deal when they extended him.
What does that mean?
The NFL should be an earn it league.
Of course.
Like, he had 2 good years out of 4. But you extended him after those 2 good years.
He had 1 good year.
Well,
Tua was injured every other year.
Yeah, well, no, the second year it started bad, and then it ended up at the. Remember, they missed the playoffs. The first year they made the playoffs. His second year they missed it because they lost to Buffalo.
He had 1 fucking good year.
They had a 3-game lead and they lost, and Buffalo ended up taking the division. And then they
one
lost.
Good year, Sean.
And then they had to play KC.
He played all
40.
17 games and then went to the playoffs and lost. That's it. Other than that, he's missed games, and that's pretty much why we
made it to the playoffs the first time without him, with Skylar Thompson.
Yeah, with Skylar, and
and
Skylar only lost by 3 to the Bills. So.
Yeah, but he only threw for 12 or 15 passes or something. It wasn't like he
whatever
either. But
he did what he needed to do, and he almost won.
I get it. It's at this point, like I said. I mean, I hope they
a 7th-round pick.
Get rid of him. Get rid of Tua, bro, and see what comes. I just don't know. That look, do you want to dance with the devil we know, or go get something else and see what the hell we got? Because that's what's going to happen at this point.
I think put Tua as a backup, and
you're not paying 99. You're not having a $99 million hit at backup.
You then murder your cap and suck for the next 4 years.
That's why you get rid of them now. Like again, you're expecting. Look,
it's too much money, bro.
Yeah, but then so
you'll have to cut so many people. Like either way, just trade.
Does it matter?
This is why I think the deadline. You should have just got whatever you could. No.
Yes, but that's what
Or
I'm
the
saying.
year after that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But if you keep Tua and you do it the
But
year after that,
that's
you still
why you
get
trade people.
Yes, but dude, you have ran Tua so bad. I get it, Finn Sammy. I get it, Sammy.
Sammy is
Daniel
fucking
Tua
on this.
2026. Go ahead.
He knows.
Throw the party.
He knows.
I disagree. I don't think it will be that, but it is what it is, man.
Wait till it's
Somebody's going to
announced.
be right. Somebody's going to be wrong. And again,
Yeah.
here's my other problem.
We're probably all going to be wrong. To
No,
be
but
honest.
let me ask you this
They're gonna,
seriously.
they're gonna keep
Seriously.
everybody.
Look, Adrian, I'm not a season ticket holder, okay?
Me
Are you?
neither.
Do you know Finn Sam? Probably not because he travels and he comes to games. But let me
Yeah.
ask you this: if you're a season ticket holder or you're a Miami Dolphins fan and you're going to travel to an away game from wherever to get to see your Dolphins, are you going to pay the money to see Mike McDaniel coach the team again?
Well, I'm gonna answer you like this. I would never be a season ticket holder because almost as long as I've lived, the Dolphins have done the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So I would never pay that money for that. You know what I'm saying? If I seen and I actually had hope, then I would actually do that. But I haven't seen nothing that I've seen over my whole fandom other than the Dan Marino, and I caught the last couple years of Dan Marino. So, bro, I wouldn't do it. That's a lot of money. I respect the fans that do it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, honestly,
But even some
if
of
I
them
had it
selling
and I
their
had the
tickets
time, I
now.
probably
So
would do it. I don't have the money to do it, but to me,
yeah, you're pretty close too.
to me, a marketing team, how the hell do you sell that? How do you call somebody and be like, hey, guess what? We're bringing Mike McDaniel back and Tua's coming back too. We want to sell you season tickets.
Half off drinks, half off food. We put some great restaurants in there. We got a pool now. They just start
pay all that
fucking
money to
coming up
come
with
and do
all the
pay,
amenities.
come all that money to spend more money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just,
I mean, if you sell packages, you ain't really got to spend that much
I
money.
just don't know how you sell it, man. Honestly, man, to be
No, they can't. They
after
can't.
this year, like I get it, but it's and again,
Come
Stephen
watch
Ross,
the league leading interception quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come watch him, and then his coach who talks like this and can't make any sense of any sentence that
yeah. It takes him 45 seconds to call in a play, and you only get 30. You get 30 seconds to call in a play. So Tua's probably having to figure out what the last part is.
Have they ever released any footage or audio of Mike McDaniel calling a play?
Oh, good. No. But I heard it's very intricate. Because Tua on one of the Sunday night football, or Thursday night football, went through the play, and it's like all this. Like, what do you need that long shit for, man? Like, I just remember in high school, our play was very short. Like, it's like, you did.
Tua says hike, and he's doing a fucking algebra problem and shit.
You did like a Tampa 342 X cross.
XY.
Yes, it's like,
one.
what the fudge is going on here? Like, and then you're trying to time the thing window. Like, it's just, bro, like, I get what you're trying to do, but you don't have that intricate of an offense to be able to run this style. Like, I get sitting Tyreek in motion so that when you say hike, he's already got a step on the guy and trying to implicate that into the offense. But when you
don't see them doing that with Jalen Waddle.
No, you can't because it's not
which
the
is
same.
Weird.
It's not the same.
Because Jalen's a straight line runner, right?
Yes. Yeah, Tyreek's got that speed where if he's already on full speed and going, he's going to get by you. But
XY banana. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's it, no doubt.
Oh, Sammy, you're the greatest, buddy. You're the greatest.
For a second there, I didn't know if that was Mike McDaniel or the cherry Coke starting to kick in.
Oh, man.
Pepsi, bro. What's wrong with you? Cherry Pepsi. I don't drink Coke. That's disgusting. Cherry Pepsi is the best, by the way. 337 people, man. We appreciate y'all for real. Like, please, we still got 2 more topics that we got to cover. Uh, appreciate y'all, man. Debut episode of South Florida Sports Unfiltered with the great Sean Stanley, who's over there falling asleep on his phone.
No. I had
And
texted.
your boy,
I got stuff going
Adrian.
on, man. I got stuff going on. I got peoples.
It's
Mike
It's
McDaniel's
a
telling me
joke.
what to say. Mike McDaniel's telling me
Yeah.
what to say right now, man. I'm
And he
talking to him
said,
right
all right, we
now.
got it.
He's like Morse code. You got to do the ums and the ahs, but they mean letters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yep. And when he sends it,
I
almost
got
sounds
you,
like a
man.
circus instead of the. It's like.
Hell yeah. How many? So last question I'm gonna ask you, and I'll give you mine too. How many more wins do you see the Miami Dolphins getting this year?
I think they
We
could.
can go through the schedule. We can go through the schedule if you want, real
remember,
quick.
we did this with your Rainy Day podcast, by the way.
Yeah.
And I had them going 10-7, but I also said they could go 5-12 because
I had 'em-
the Colts could be a win or a loss, and they lost it. I said the Patriots could be a win or a loss, and they lost it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the
You were all
Commanders-
over the place, Sean.
No, because the team is such crap. They could win games, they could lose games. I didn't know the Colts were going to be as good as they were. I thought the Colts were going to be a middle of the road team. But
Hey.
I don't think the Dolphins they're as good as or as bad as the middle of the road. Like, they're not going to win. They're not beating Buffalo.
Bottom 3, baby.
They might beat the Commanders without Jaden Jaden Daniels.
You got it.
I don't know that they beat the
Yeah,
Jets.
I heard
again.
Dan at first.
Yeah, we usually split the Jets, so that's going to be. I think we beat them the one time, so that'll be another loss.
I don't fucking think we're beating the Jets, bro.
Not the next time, I don't think so.
We might not. We'll beat the Saints probably. I think we're getting 2 more wins, and that's it. I think we'll get to 4
I'll give them
wins,
3.
and that's
I'll
it.
give them 3. I'll say we end up 5-12.
Who do you see us beating?
I'm going to go Saints. I'm going to give them the win against the Jets because I believe that's here, right?
No, it's at Jets.
No, we beat
Monday.
them.
It was a Monday night. No, it was a Monday night game.
Oh, but it'll be the
Tickets were
Meadowlands. Well, I don't even know.
$38.
Will it be a
Oh my
Meadowlands
god,
takeover this time?
$38.
Will it be a Meadowlands takeover for the Dolphins? Will we do it even if we're
No,
this bad?
it's a rivalry game.
No, I know, but
We'll
we
have
usually
people
take
there,
over.
but
We'll take over like Katie.
we'll have people there.
Jets
but it
are
ain't
just as
gonna
bad
be
as we
crowded.
are. I think we beat the
I mean,
Jets. I
nobody
think we
might
beat
show up.
You know what? I'm going 6
They
and
might be playing
11.
an empty stadium.
I'm
Oh,
going 6
fuck.
and 11. We beat Vrabel and the Patriots the last game of the year to knock the Patriots out of contention. There you go.
All right, remember what I said about smoking crack? Remember
Yeah.
that?
Does a body good.
The last game of the season, we beating the Patriots.
Yep.
They're gonna be in the play. Oh, you right. They'll probably be already locked in playoffs. Everything.
Well, for the
Playing
division.
backups.
For the division. I think them and the Bills will go. For the division, they're going to keep the Patriots from winning the division. There you go.
That's so Saints, Jets, and Patriots,
And the Commanders.
and the command. Oh man,
Yeah, I got
don't
6. Oh, no, I got 6 and 11. That's right. All right. 6
Yeah,
and
you
11
did.
then? Yeah.
know. Oh no, let's not do that, Sammy.
What happened?
Sammy, you know what? You know a funny thing, just real quick, off topic. Bobby and them had a episode. I don't know if you watched it. Their wrestling show, and he said it was about Kurt Angle and his top 6 opponents or whatever. Boy, I had sent a comment, and Bobby was trying to avoid it, and I was like, Kurt Angle love leche, Bobby. He avoided that at all costs. And then he said, coat my throat with that leche. That's what he said. All right. So go watch that show, Sammy. It was hilarious. But yeah, so 6, I see us getting maybe Saints because that's home.
You know what?
I think we're going to lose to the Bills, the Commanders. I think we're going to lose to Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, Joe Flacco and the Bengals.
You think Mariota's
Definitely
going
gonna
to
lose.
beat us?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
I mean, if it's the battle of the Polynesian quarterbacks, I think they got the best one.
Wow.
Bucks with Baker. Sorry about
Wow,
it.
Mariota, really? Oh,
Yeah, I think Mariota better
yeah.
because he can run. He can
I
extend
guess.
plays, bro.
I guess.
Tua can't do that. Sorry
You're right.
about it.
All right.
And then the
We'll have to see.
Patriots. The Patriots already gonna be in the playoffs, so you might have something there. But that'll only get me to 5 if they win that. So
Yeah, well, I had them beating the Commanders, so
yeah.
that's where our difference is, the Commanders game. Because again, I still have hopium for them to at least beat the bad teams. And then the Patriots that have given up on the season after that because they've already been in. So we'll play
Yeah, that's
whoever
what
their
I'm
backup
saying.
quarterback is. Who's that? Who's their
I
backup?
definitely think that though.
Who's
I
Drake
don't
May's
know.
backup?
I don't know. That's a good question. He will never see any time. That dude tell you.
Yeah.
Saints, Commies, and Bengals. Okay. Sammy said we'll beat those 3. So that's the same shit. 5 wins.
Oh, you know who it is?
I still say
Dobbs. Joshua Dobbs is Drake May's backup.
not the astronaut,
Yeah.
the pastronaut. That's what they call him.
The Pastronaut.
Wow. Good for him. All right, brother. Yeah, man. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be good though. I think we're gonna be
Tomorrow's not going to be good. No.
no.
Tomorrow will
James
make us
Cook.
rethink all the wins that we just gave them, by the way. Even the teams we think they can win, we'll watch that game tomorrow and be like, you know what? Maybe they can't win those games.
I will still say those 2 wins they'll get. Saints and what I said? What's the other one? Saints and Jets they'll get. But that's it. Maybe not the Jets because it's at Jets. And Jets just won. They got a little life in them. Physical team still. They almost
They all
hey,
and they always play
they
tough against
dominated
the
this
Dolphins.
last game.
But no matter what, whichever team is worse always finds a way to stay in a game when it's Jets Dolphins. It always is a battle usually.
Tyler Show going to earn a contract extension his first year off that Fins game.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the Saints quarterback.
So no
now.
doubt said
So
no
he
doubt
thinks the
saying the
Saints are
Saints gonna beat us. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Easy on the cherry Pepsi, bro. What's going on?
I think they
Jesus.
because you're giving them like 5 wins. I think they're going.
4 wins.
Oh yeah, you took off. You even took off the.
I don't even know,
Patriots
bro.
at the end.
I'm gonna take off the Jets now.
So you got them 3 wins.
Yeah.
Just
I don't
the
know,
Saints.
bro. I
The
don't-
Saints, the only team they're going to beat next.
Saints probably because they're so terrible. The Dolphins will probably run up a score on that one. You don't think so?
No, I don't.
We'll
think any
definitely
team-
beat them like 42 to fucking 10 or something.
I don't know, man. I watched the Falcons and I had hope, and then I watch every other game and it's like, okay, we're still that team.
Yeah, and the Falcons, I said this before their game. They're like back and forth with their wins.
Yeah,
They're like
play
they
great and
win
play
one, then
down.
they lose one. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that was just one of their down games. Yep, fins up. All right. You want to get into Miami Heat and the Florida Panthers before we get off this?
Yeah, we'll jump into Heat real quick and then we can.
350 people watching on all platforms. You got to love that, Sean.
Yeah.
Debut episode. Debut. All right. So Miami Heat.
13 Buffalo tomorrow because hell yeah, Jets because screw the Jets. He's got us beating Buffalo and New York, losing to the Saints.
There's no way.
You know what though? That would be Dolphins. You beat Buffalo and then you
It
don't
won't
win
be.
another game until the Jets.
It won't be tomorrow. I guarantee you that. That should be it's gonna be. I said a horror movie. I said I know Halloween was last week, but we about to see a horror movie.
Yeah, it's not going to be
It's
pretty.
about to be real bad.
I don't think it's going to be pretty.
Me neither. I think James Cook gonna have like 200 all-purpose yards, and Josh Allen just gonna do whatever he want, and we ain't gonna be able to stop him. And then our offense is, bro, AJ Espinoza been playing like crazy this year.
Yeah.
Like that's scary for me because that dude is big and strong and a little quick. He not fast, but he quick. He gonna kill Tua tomorrow. I'm
Not
sorry.
going to be pretty.
Now you see it. All right. Is that like the movie?
I don't know. You never know what Noel
Totally.
Gott's talking about sometimes. He'll throw it up there.
I mean, he explains himself pretty well.
Yeah, no, he does. He does.
I
but
fuck with him.
I think he's been in the YouTube streets a little too long.
Oh, okay. He put like W in the chat. W in the chat, guys. That's what people do. Young people. Not saying
I'm
we
old,
old,
so-
Sean. You're
I
very
am.
young.
I am very old.
Yeah. No, you're very young. I seen the way you bowl. All right. Ain't no old person bowling like that.
Yeah, there is, dude. I watched this guy yesterday, 92
You
years
told
old.
me 92. Yeah, that's scary.
Well, he
He
was back
kicking your
yesterday
ass.
too, and he bowled. And man, I was there Wednesday for the league.
Sean, you
Dude
just
bowled
gotta leave. You just gotta
One-
leave after that.
187. He bowled. I was like, oh, I gotta go. I can't even
Sean, yeah, you gotta leave, bro.
keep up with this guy.
If a 93-year-old is bowling 187, just leave. I will leave. Or I'll be like,
I was
hey,
amazed. I'm like, wow, how's this
you
guy
do this
doing it,
every
man?
day. Sorry, dude.
Well, you
Like,
know what's
I don't
funny
do
is-
this every day.
The way he bowls, you would think he's like a little wind-up toy. Like somebody just winds him up, puts him up there. He does the same steps up and drops the ball, and the thing just goes.
He got the tippy toe
doosh.
guy, right?
No. He's like he's stomping up like he's. I don't want to say waddles because he's in shape. He's not like a big guy, so he's a thin guy, but he kind of like goes like this, and then he gets there and then stops. The arm goes back, the ball goes out.
Strike.
Like what? Every time, it's right to the spot. He knows exactly where he needs to be. Hits the spot every time, and like man,
Motherfucker been bowling 80 years, Sean. What you think? All right. But now, man, let's get into Miami Heat, though. All right, 5-4. I mean, the season started off with a bang, and I'm talking about a loss. So the loss, whatever. It wasn't none. To the Magic. It was a close loss. And then we went on a little streak, going 3 games in a row, and I'm talking about scoring. That's been the theme. Running and scoring this year. That's been the whole theme. So
yeah,
146
more up-tempo than ever. More tempo.
Oh my God.
than ever.
It's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful, really. I don't really like our defense. I mean, but it's the NBA nowadays. That's kind of what it is. Every team gonna score pretty much over 100 every game.
Yeah, as long as they got the
But
as long as they're shooting well that night. Yeah. You'll have teams that usually the teams that don't score that probably you look at their 3-point shooting and they're pretty abysmal.
Yeah. I mean, you look at our losses. The 4 losses, we scored 112, 119, 120, 101.
Yeah.
I bet.
I remember. I think we were like the top 3
120.
of scoring. Top 3 in the scoring, I believe. In
Yeah, we balling, bro.
So far. Yeah.
We balling. We done broke records like first quarter, halves, all that this year. The roster without Tyler Hero. All right. And we didn't have Norman Powell for a few games.
3 games. Yeah, 3 games I think it was.
Yeah. And he's still our leading scorer.
Yeah.
So that says a lot. Bam just went down with an injury. His foot. He's our leading rebounder. So we're gonna miss that. Because obviously Bam know how to go get those things.
And he's got the body for it. Khalil Ware just does not have the NBA body. And I don't, you know what?
Not yet.
But looking at him, I don't think he can get it, man. I don't think he can ever get that body. No, I don't think he can.
I mean, he's young. He's pretty young, bro.
Yeah, but he
already done added like 15 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, and he still looks small.
What are you trying to, bro? Why are you
Dude,
trying?
he plays great offensively. He plays great offensively. He does the things. Problem is, I think this offense is helping his game. He plays this style of where he doesn't have to play the down low defense. It was funny. The device that I have to watch games, the device, I get the broadcasts from the home team, which in this case was the Denver Nuggets. And they go, Khalil Ware is going to be pretty good in this league. The problem is he looks like he's allergic to the paint.
Mm.
And I believe it's because he's not comfortable down there because guys just bully him out. They body him up and and again, I get it, he's young, but I just don't think his body, because if you look at like Wemby, again, I'm comparing Wemby. I'm not comparing them but I'm talking about size and everything.
Yeah.
Wemby's body looks like he can put on a little bit more. Khalil Ware just he doesn't look wide. He looks like he's just narrow, like
too slim. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. But again, if we play this style of offense, I think it helps.
That's why he can shoot threes, though.
It helps him on this.
Like a Bosch player.
Yes, Spoelstra's figured out, okay, this is better for him than trying to put him down there to bang. He can't bang. There's no way.
A Bosch player that can block, though.
Yes, he can get down there and he can block and things like that.
He can block the shit out of him.
Yeah. But you see him too, though. He knows how to position himself to get those blocks. He's not necessarily just like, he's not doing the Wemby where he's blocking and
it's definitely a science to it.
Yes, no, 100%. I mean, and again, I just don't think he can become that center and again, and I know body-wise he'll never be there, but like a Shaq or any of those guys, Olajuwon.
Oh, yeah.
Any of those guys, like he's not built for that.
Yeah. With Bam out, he gonna have to play more minutes, obviously. And then obviously that's gonna mean that Jaime Jaquez is gonna play more minutes, which
he's stepping up,
boy. He looked good this year.
Yeah.
After having a down sophomore season this year. I mean, did you see the play last night? Mm-hmm. Broken ankles, drives, and posted somebody.
I think he awesome. Took the heart.
But he's been doing that all year.
Whatever he was told last year at the end of the year when they do the interviews with all the players, this is what you need to work on. This is what you need to get better. Mm-hmm. He went and checked all those boxes. I think he realized what it means to be an NBA player. Again, he came in that first year because he was an experienced college player. He had played like 4 years or 5 years, whatever it was. So he was experienced coming into the NBA. Problem was, I don't think he realized what an NBA level needed to be consistently on that level. The first year, yes, pleasant surprise. Then the sophomore, when they relied on you, you didn't have it. Now he's checking those boxes and he's becoming a reliable player for the Heat. And again, and I this is where I'll give Spoelstra or whoever kind of thought of this. I believe this offense is more his speed. I don't believe he's that half-court type player to where he's got to be on you and the old Heat culture style where it's all defense. No, I think he likes to run and control and, and stop and shoot and everything else like that, where I think Spo has made an offense that is great for these players. And the funny thing is, I always think about it, and I put it down there on the thing, like, how is this team going to look? Because, again, when teams come back, like players come back, somebody's got to sit down. Somebody's going to get less minutes. How does it affect? But when I look at it, I think this offense might benefit Tyler Hero as well.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have to play as much defense that he can't do, and we always want from him.
No.
Because he can't play defense. Or I think this might help him there. And Norman Powell is one of the great signings that we've had recently because he brings a stabilization to the Heat. I watched it in the Denver Nuggets game and some other games. Things start going sideways for the Heat. They put him back in, and he just kind of brings it together.
Yeah.
And then starts filtering it back out. Because, again, the young guys are still learning. They get frazzled. They just want to run up and down the court, but then they end up missing a shot here, and then they're down by 6, down by 8. The next thing you know, the game's getting away. But he brings in that thing to stabilize. But I always said, you know, everybody's like, oh, when Tyler Hero comes back, I think the way the style they're playing, Tyler might be able to fit in perfectly with this. The only question I have for 82 games, can the Heat keep this up, this style for the 82 complete games?
The pace. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah. Because you're going to have injuries. You're going to have nicks. You're going to have guys missing. Where is there? There's always that point in the season where you get hit by reality.
Yeah.
Now, can they get around that and become better, or do they stay and kind of just start getting worse? So we'll see. Yeah. Early season, but I love what I see so far. I'll tell you now, I said I would not watch the Miami Heat this season until they proved to me that they could be a team worth watching. I started watching after the third game.
He said, wait, they're scoring how much?
Yeah, I was like, okay, because I didn't believe it. I did not believe it. I'm like, yeah, okay, right. The Heat are the Heat. They're not going to change. But they did change. They did.
They did.
So far, we'll see if they can continue it. But the thing that might help them too, another thing, they can go back to that if they had to. If they could get a team and slow down, to a half court type game, they might be able to control some games if they have people out and they can't score.
Probably what they should have did against the Nuggets.
Yeah, well, no, dude, Jovic is just too much, bro.
You got to slow that motherfucker down,
dude. And then you try to keep him out, and he still shoots threes. It's like, geez.
Oh man, so bad. Now I think definitely like right on point with what you were saying. I think they made this offense for Tyler, and then he got injured. Obviously, and I think they've been running this offense since Puerto Rico. So
they went to a guy, Noah something. They did an article on it. I think it was Ira or Anthony Chang. One of them did an article, and it's the guy. He does it in a college thing, and it's kind of caught on with the NBA. He came and helped them kind of instill it, and got pointers on how to install it, and that's kind of the offense they're running now.
Okay.
So, but it's a guy that's been running forever, and they've kind of, and again, I think this is what a lot of the players, and again, look, Jimmy was great for us when he was great for us, and he was terrible when he was terrible at the end. I get that. But I think this is what the young players wanted to play, whereas Jimmy wanted to play half court. Jimmy was better in the half court. Jimmy didn't want to run his ass off and play tempo. He wanted to be more half court, but then it went against what the other guys could play. So you had that battle. I think it's opened up, and
I think Jaime is a Jimmy replacement. That's what I think they drafted him as, and then he got pretty much a year under tutelage of Jimmy. Obviously they became good friends and all that, but he got a year of tutelage under Jimmy.
He's got the Energizer battery too that Jimmy doesn't have.
Of
Jimmy's
course,
aged up. But
he's a young Jimmy with way more athleticism and you know what I'm saying, and better shooting. Yeah. So you gotta love that.
Yes, you do.
Played 4 years in college. This dude is a grown man already. Yeah. He already know. That's why he had a great rookie year. Terrible season last year, but bouncing back so far this year. And Norman Powell, what can you say about that guy? I will say Pell Larson is absolute dog.
He's a gamer. He's a gamer, bro.
Yeah. Davion Mitchell, we don't really got to say much about this dude. Thank God we re-signed him. You know what I'm saying?
No, they're all playing their roles, man. They are all playing their roles, and Spo is a great chef. He's putting the right ingredients in the spot so far. Yeah. And again, I didn't expect him to
fucked up that you mentioned that, because Spo might have left some grease on the stove.
Yeah, I know. Probably bad wording there on that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
house burned down, bro.
Yeah, that's
T's and P's. T's and P's.
Yeah. Especially when it's like that. I mean, it's just gone. I mean, there's It's not like rough. It's just everything. It wasn't contained to a room. It wasn't, and it's like, and I get it. You can look at him and be like, oh, let me feel sorry for him. He just signed, whatever. But He lost stuff he probably can't replace, man. Kids can't
Definitely.
replace. Like, you know what I mean? I
Definitely.
don't know how his house was set up, or if, like we talked about off thing of he's got like a storage area for. Hopefully, it's not in the heat arena to where everybody's stealing it, security guards and everything else. But hopefully, he had it secured properly, and hopefully
If
he
that's
didn't
his
lose a lot of
everyday
stuff.
home, if that's his everyday home, he lost a lot.
Oh no, yeah. Because again,
So
think about this. Think about it. There's probably pictures and things that he took of players that were meant for him and the player that we'll never be able to see. And he's got it like in his library or whatever at home office. Now it's gone. It's not like you can I mean, I guess you can make another, but it's not the same picture, like a guy had a
yeah,
50-point game, won a D Wade, whatever, and that's the picture
this
or
is it.
whatever.
This
And
the original one.
yeah,
Yeah,
man. And it's like, you can't get
it's
that stuff
rough.
back, man. You can't get that stuff back, bro. And then for him to come out and coach a day later and then
Yeah,
not to miss a beat, and you got your
with
kids
his kids
there,
in
and like,
the
I
press
mean,
conference. Yeah,
bro,
that's
if
awesome.
that wasn't like, man, wow, bro. Like, I mean, again,
Dude,
it
blessed.
shows
He
though,
blessed.
yeah, and he shows that his commitment to
Yeah,
his team and the
yeah.
players.
Nobody would ever doubt Spo's commitment,
No.
man. That dude, the G, and a USA basketball coach. So
Yep. Yep.
commitment. He's a driven guy. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
Especially he ain't got all that baggage. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got all
Yep.
that baggage no more. Hanging out. But expectations for the Heat this year. What do you see with
Before,
a depleted East?
yeah, before I thought they would be a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there.
Play-in team?
Yeah, or a fringe right
We the
in the
playing
playoffs.
Kings. We the
Yeah, but
playing Kings.
I honestly think now it's more 4, 5,
First ever
6.
10 seed.
If they can keep playing this way, I think they could get to 4, 5, 6.
Okay. I like that.
I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna, make a big. I think they could make the playoffs and maybe surprise somebody if they stay healthy. They can keep this tempo up. Again, I don't know if they run
Yeah.
out of gas, then all that changes. But watching this team for the what is it, 12 games or 9 games? What was it for the 5-4?
9 games. 9
9
games,
games
5
so
and 4.
far. So
Still been up and down.
a
So
ninth of the season, but they're going to be an up and down team. They're young. Besides Norman
Mhm.
Powell and Bam, and I guess you could throw Tyler in there if you want to call him a veteran. There's not a lot
Yeah,
of veteran
I would call
well,
Tyler a
Davion
vet,
Mitchell.
for sure.
Davion Mitchell is a veteran, but I mean, you still have a lot of guys that are,
Is
not there.
Davion
So
what, 4th year? 4th, 5th year?
yeah. So again, they're still a young team per se, but I think they can make a wave now. They can make some wrinkles in this
Shit,
depleted
Jaime's a
again,
fucking vet on this
depleted
team.
East. By the way, as we said, a depleted East. I think
Mhm.
if some teams have certain players back, it's a difference. But I think in this
Of
East,
course.
they could make a good run for a 4, 5, 6, possibly.
Who knows how these players come back too?
Yeah,
Like if Jason Tatum don't come back the same,
yeah.
oh my God. It's gonna be beautiful beating Boston every single year. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And I think also the development of this year, like the development
Yes.
of these players, like Pell Larson and these type of guys like
Yep.
Jaime, and they're
Jaime.
all gonna have to stay
Yeah.
consistent and keep playing
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
They can't have down games. So
Yep.
it should be interesting to see what happens with the Heat, especially 5-4. Like, yeah, you get your hopes up when you see 3 wins in a row. It was the
I
first
mean,
loss against Orlando.
right now,
You
if you look
saw the
at it,
potential.
they'll be 45-36 in 81 games if they keep this up.
Yeah.
5-4, 5-4, 5-4.
Yeah.
So you're looking at, and then add another game as a win or a loss, they could end up 46-36 or 45-37.
Yeah. I mean, coming off a 3 and what? 2-3 West Coast schedule. Oh no.
Yeah.
1-3. My bad. We went on the West Coast schedule.
Yeah.
And then
We
came
beat
back
the
home and beat
Clippers. We
Charlotte.
lost to the Lakers. Yeah, we lost to the Lakers, Denver, and who?
And San Antonio.
Oh, San Antonio. That's right. Yeah, which was actually a better game than I thought it was because Wemby's been on a fire, man.
Yeah, man. That dude looked scary good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're playing Portland right now.
Yeah. And what is that score?
72-65 at halftime. So we should beat Portland, bro. I'll tell you some stats right now. Andrew Wiggins, 12 points. Khalil Ware, 5. Drew Smith, 10 points. Jovic, or whatever, 9. Norman Powell, 7 points.
Yeah, he's having a bad game. They're gonna have it.
Khalil Ware got 6 rebounds, 5.6 rebounds. Drew Smith, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Drew Smith having a little game.
Yeah, you're gonna have those games too, where guys step up. That again, if you're gonna try to make some, ruffles in the East, you're gonna have because look, Norman Powell ain't gonna be able to do every game that way, and Khalil's not gonna be able to do 18 points every game. You're gonna have your ups and downs. Jaime's gonna have those bad games. So,
and to be honest, when Tyler come back, Norman Powell probably won't average 20. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the thing. Like, because see, to me, that's what hurt the Heat before.
How do you balance that out?
Yeah, because to me, Jimmy needed the ball to score, and Tyler needed the ball to score, and then you took away from each other. So, like,
Jimmy
they got
just
to
wanted
figure
to be
this
ball
out.
dominant.
Yeah, I know, but that took away, and the same thing happens, all the time. Spo's going to have to figure out a way to make sure. But I think with this style of offense where you're going up and down, up and down, up and down, the more chances you get, the better you'll be.
Yeah. I think we'll be a top 5 team in the East just because it's so depleted. You got a lot of injured players. And to be frank, like, it ain't a lot of teams that's scoring like us either. So I think we'd definitely get in the top 5.
Yeah.
Get into the playoffs, and we'll see what happens after that.
I like it.
I don't trust him after that.
Yeah.
We got blown out last year. That was bad.
It's a young team, man. You got to learn. You got to take the growing pains, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, we don't have a superstar. We don't really even have stars. We have great role players.
You might as well be talking about the Dolphins because that's what we're about to go through for the next couple of years. Building this team up to be like just like this. These young guys. Yeah. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. We'll hit on them, and then we'll trade them. Or we'll let them go. But, yeah. Shout out to Heat. Let's get this dub. And then, the last team we got to talk about, the Florida Panthers. And, I mean, it's back and forth with the Panthers pretty much. Up and down season. I mean, started the year 3 games in a row. Then went on a 4-game losing streak. Then won one. What? Then lost one. What? Then won one. What? Then lost one. What? Then won one. What? Then lost one. What? Then won one. What? I'm telling you, that's how the season been. Win a game, lose a game. Win a game, lose a game.
You know what it reminds me of?
And Bob been in the net like 90% of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, but that I think that's because the other one's 0-2-1. So
yeah,
it's
Tarasov.
Yeah, Tarasov's been terrible. Although the goal against average is not bad. I mean, they're both at I think Bob's at 274, and I think he's at like 297 or something like that. It's not terrible.
Well, Bob got wins. He don't got no wins.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, it's one of those things to where. But I think Bob needs to get some time rest. I don't want to play him more toward the end of the season, not now.
Definitely. He's getting older. But Bob's like 37, 38. Yeah. Come on, man. You got to let him. Yeah. But we done had multiple people doing it for us. And I would say, obviously, with all the injuries we done had, our top performer this year has been Brad Marchand.
Yeah.
Like, dude been absolutely killing it. And
13 points
rightfully
on the season
so
already, man.
Oh man,
And he's a great human
he is
being, by the
incredible.
way. Great human being,
Yes,
by the
he
way.
is.
Took time away, and kudos to the Panthers as well. The organization being like, "Hey, do what you got to do," and all that. But yeah, it's one of those things to where, as a fan, Adrian, I sit there and I like. It feels like the losses are kind of piling up to where I don't want it to get to where at the end of the year you're having to play playoff hockey to keep your chances
Early.
alive. You know,
You
like
saying
every game,
early,
like that
right?
one year where they had to win the last, like, what was it, 2 or 3 games to make it into the playoffs, and we had the backup goalie in. I think it was right before
Yeah.
the Stanley Cup runs, and then like it's like, oh man, they're like
Well,
I
we
don't
had to
want to
do that
have.
last year for like
Mhm,
the last month. We had to
yeah,
win a bunch of games just to
yeah,
get a good seed to stay in. So I'm not really. I say keep it even right now, like early, because this is the type of team we are. Like, yeah,
yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be.
we'll lull you to sleep, and then
Yeah,
guess what? When you think we sleep, gotcha,
boom.
bitch. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and I liked what I think it was Bennett that said it was like we just got back to doing simple hockey. I think
Yeah,
that's what happens though when you lose your big guys, you start having guys try to do too much. Just do your
yeah,
job. Do your
that's it.
jobs. I think with the Panthers, they have the guys. If you just do your job, the other guys around you will do your jobs. But I think a lot of the changes, you have guys on shifts that maybe don't necessarily always play together. So they're still getting used to that as well to know, okay, I can
Yeah.
trust that guy. And as that builds, I think you're going to see a different team go. But for right now, I'm okay as long as you don't go on a losing streak. You can lose one here and there, but like I don't want to be too far to where when Kachuk comes back,
I
you've
mean, we
got to
lost
get
4
that.
in a row. That was our worst,
Yeah,
and that was after a 3-game winning streak to start
yeah,
the season. So,
yeah,
can you trust them, Sean? And then went 1-1-1-1-1-1-1
yeah. But the
after
problem
that.
is
You know what I'm saying?
like I don't think they have. Look, Brad Marchand's playing great hockey right now, but like we haven't seen Sam
Well,
Bennett
we've
step
had
up yet.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So those guys haven't even got to playing their
Yeah,
best hockey yet.
yeah,
Even Sam Reinhart, who has 7 goals, like he
yeah,
hasn't even played his best hockey yet.
yeah.
Like Carter Verhaeghe, he only has 2 goals on the season,
Mm-hmm.
and he got 5 assists, only 7 points. Like
Points. Yeah,
that's not nothing. Like we'll get better as the season goes. I'm not really worried, but
well, I mean,
Marshawn by far this is his team right now until
yeah.
we get our leaders back.
But my worry is
How
if
about shout
all of
out to
this.
Samaskevich though.
Yes.
Like
No, they're playing.
he's balling out for
There's
us.
guys that are playing great hockey, and again, it's not that the losses are. My worry is you're going to have to rely. Like I want Kachuk to come back and just play hockey, not come back and have to win
And
and
have
be
to
Kachuk.
play playoff hockey right away. That's
I
what you're
want him to be
saying.
able to blend in and not,
I got
have
you.
some games in hand to where these guys can come back in. Because I know Barkov, if he does come back, will probably be more playoff, not anytime during the season. But I don't want
Yeah.
and he'll have to come back and be in. When you get in the playoffs, you're in the playoffs. But for me, Kachuk,
Yeah.
bring him back in and ease him in. Let him play a shift here, a shift there, until he's back into playing shape. I don't want to have to be playoff hockey to where, Kachuk, we need you to come in and play out of your mind because we have to rely on you because we lost so many games at the beginning where, look, I know we've gotten some injuries here recently to where guys were out and things like that. But as your Verhaeghes and your Bennett's and your Samaskevich and your all these guys start playing more, Rodriguez, I think Rodriguez is out for a while. But as those guys start coming in that you've relied on, you built this depth, they need to, again, something we don't get with the Dolphins, be held accountable to get you some wins, not just be like, oh, well, these guys are out. No, we have enough to win. Zito has built this team to where they have enough to win and play, playoff
Yeah.
hockey. Now, I don't know if this team could win a Stanley Cup the way it is right now, but they can
No.
definitely make the playoffs the way they are. And sometimes they look like they're not playing that kind of hockey. That's what bothers me. It's not that I'm worried that they're not going to make the playoffs. It's just
You
when
don't
you
like the
watch the
inconsistency
Panthers,
right now.
yeah, when you watch the Panthers,
Yeah.
it's always been they might lose a game, but they lose it because of that team played better that night. I don't necessarily
I
know
don't
that,
know,
that
Sean.
these teams are playing better than them and they're getting victories right now.
I don't know. I feel like this is like deja vu from last year without the injuries, obviously, because last year it was just Kachuk, pretty much for the most part. But I feel like this deja vu. We started the season last year kind of in the same fashion where it was up and down, up and down, up and down, and then toward the end of the season, everybody knows like the Panthers, once we get into that playoff mode, that's it. But we still had to fight a little bit
Yeah,
to get into the playoffs, to get a good spot in the playoffs at least. So,
yeah. But I feel like
but
this team is aging, and you're also got all these injuries, man. You're not the same team. You're not the same
you
team, man.
look at our top. Yeah, we are not, especially without our star fucking players. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Mhm.
Kachuk and Barkey. But you look, Brad Marchand, the oldest player on the team, 9 goals. The next person with like, the second leading goal scorer is Anton Lundell with 4 goals. So like Brad Marchand is doing the most for this team right now. I mean, Anton Lundell is what, 21, 22 years old?
Yeah, that's baby Barkov.
Yeah. Baby Barkey, and then Mackey is right next, you know what I'm saying? Right after him. Oh no, I'm lying like a motherfucker. Sam Reinhart is next. I did not have that queued up. Sam Reinhart, 7 goals, and then Lundell.
Mhm.
So Sam's still doing it, but you look at Carter Verhaeghe, which is one of our top goal scorers throughout any of our playoff runs, is he only got 2 goals. So just it's a slow start, Sean. Just
Yeah.
relax a little bit. Hey, a lot of games left.
No, there's plenty of games left. I'm not worried about. But my thing is, I don't want it
7,
to.
6, and 1.
Yeah, but
Like
I don't want it to
we
continue
still have
this
a
way
winning
to
record.
where. Yeah, but again, man, it keeps continuing this way, and then you're gonna have to have Kachuk come back in and be a superstar off of injury. Like
I
I
don't
just,
think so. I think by January, all these young guys will have enough playing time to where they already have their role and it's fit. You got to remember who our coach is too.
no, I get that, but a lot of guys are playing out of shifts right now because Barkov was in line 1, Kachuk was line 2, Marchand was line 3, and then you had the makeshift line 4s. Right now,
Yeah.
Marchand's line 1.
Mm-hmm.
So like you're
And
all out of
balling.
sorts. You're all out of sorts right now. So again, I agree with you. As it happens, as it goes along, I think you'll see these guys progress. So
Yeah,
that's
I just
not where
think it benefits them to play on top lines now, and then once we get into, you know what I'm saying, where we getting players back, like Kulikov is only out 5 months. Well, 5 months. We'll just say that. But once we get these players back, then we'll start gelling. You know what I'm saying? We can start
yeah.
inserting them in, and they're like, oh yeah, you played on the second line, but now you back to the third line. But now guess what? You still gonna play like you on the second line because you've been on that shit all year.
Yeah, but also playing that way is you're saying everybody stays healthy, and we know in hockey that doesn't
Yeah,
happen either. You know what I'm
obviously.
saying? And
It's
again,
impossible.
And the Panthers are a hunted team. That's the other thing. Everybody plays
Exactly.
their roughest, toughest against the Florida Panthers, and
Yes, sir.
they giveth just like they taketh. So the Panthers. That's when Bennett
Now.
said. Bennett said they got back to simple hockey with the forechecking and everything else, which made them a better team. That's what they kind of got away from. They got into the style of kind of skating back and forth again, like they used to do when it was Trocheck and
Huberto,
Huberto and Barkov and those guys hauling ass up and down the thing, scoring goals, but then they give up all the goals because nobody's back there for
President's
defense.
Trophy.
Yeah, nobody's there for defense. So they need to get back to that style of hockey. Then they'll be fine.
They will.
Yep,
They will.
agree. All right, our marathon almost over, huh?
Yeah, man. You got anything you want to say about the first episode? 2.5 hours. I mean, hey, about to be 400 people
Yeah,
on
appreciate
all
everybody that
platforms.
tuned in on all the platforms.
What?
Please go like both of our YouTube channels. I'm at Stanley Media House Network, and of course Adrian at Rainey Day Pod. Just check us out on social media. I'm going to be doing a lot more sports talk. I haven't. I'm going to try to get back better on the social media end. Stanley Media _11 on X. And then, of course, Stanley Media House Network everywhere else. And we're throwing W's on the chat. But appreciate everybody that's joined in, stayed on with us. We again, normally we will be Fridays at 7 p.m.
Sean said it. He said W in the chat. That's young people shit, bro. My nephew taught me that.
Oh, okay. I'm going to have to go talk to my nephew.
My nephew is 20 years old and in the fucking Navy. All right. But he knows awesome. W in the chat. Oh. That might be him, actually. I don't know who that is. Red. Hey, appreciate you, Red.
Yeah, Red,
your comment. Yeah. Hey, man. There you go. See? I told you. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all. Sean, obviously, you already know. I appreciate you, my brother. Happy belated again to you and your papa.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Finn Sammy, for making that intro happen. We appreciate you, brother. And, yeah, man, everybody in the chat, no doubt. We had Bobby from the dive bar. We had, where was Frankie? All right, fuck Frankie.
Well, I think he's doing a show. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's got some gigs.
Oh, okay. He's working.
As they say in the industry, the gigs.
All right. Yeah. He's at a bar.
Yeah.
All dudes. I get it. I'm terrible. Yeah, man. It was. Appreciate you. Wouldn't have happened without everybody, man. Reposting,
everybody.
Sharing this. For real. 395 on all platforms right now. We appreciate it.
Weekly thing.
Damn right.
7 p.m. on Fridays,
Every Friday, 7 p.m. You already know. Any last words, Sean?
Dolphins.
Yes.
Just be respectable tomorrow. That's all I'm asking.
They won't.
Show up, be respectable. I'm not expecting a W. I just don't want a crazy ass L.
You're asking a lot. Dolphins, do what you do, baby. All right. Canes, good win tonight. Heat, better get this dub tonight. All right. Winning at halftime. You better win. All right. Panthers, we'll be all right. Sean's a little worried, but we'll be all right.
No, I'm not worried. I'm worried that if this keeps going the way it's going, Kachuk's going to have to come back and be a superstar.
He won't. They will not. We got a coach. We got a smart coach.
I hear what you're saying.
And a smart GM. Something
that's true.
The Dolphins don't have. So we'll be all right. I feel like we'll be fine. I never worry about the Panthers until the playoffs.
I think we'll be fine. I think we make the playoffs. I'm not worried about it. You take away too much as you got to get through this grueling season, and other injuries are going to happen. That's my worry. That's the only thing. I believe in the Panthers. I believe in Zito. I believe in Paul Maurice. I believe in the Panthers.
I believe.
Cats roar.
Wow.
Whoa.
You've been in the games. You've been in the games.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, definitely not. My voice too deep. You know how to do a cat
no
roar? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you won't even try it.
No, I'm like that Tom and Jerry at the end when he's like, meow, meow.
Now that was really good. That was a really good meow. It made me feel like you've been around a lot of cats in your life.
Yeah. A couple.
400, baby. We hit 400. Look at that.
There it is.
Oh my God. Hey, Sean.
Yes.
Shout out to you, bro.
No. Thank you.
Shout out to
And
you,
thank
bro.
you to everybody that's watching on it, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Could be doing anything else on a Saturday, but you're here with us. South Florida Sports Unfiltered. Appreciate you.
I'm telling you. And in the great words of Jackie Moon, as I always say, baby, hey, please, 400 people. Everybody love everybody, y'all. All right.
We out.
See y'all Friday. Goodbye.
South Florida Sports Unfiltered. Raw and real, no filter. From the field to the court to the ring, go. Talking smack with a hard bass flow. Flow. Talking smack with a hard bass